What up? What up? YouTube, your boy back at it. Back at it. On the scene. You know what I'm saying? On the scene and back at it. What's going on, y'all, man? Just chilling, man, on this Wednesday, you know, just left the gym not too long ago. Just trying to get right, man. Just trying to get my mind and my body right, you know. You know, that's all you could do in this world full of madness. All this shit that's going on is crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, so as y'all can see, man, I reported last week on the engineering consent, the Edward Bernays, you know, basically psychological warfare type stuff. You know what I'm saying? This kind of stuff, all this stuff is going to correlate to what I'm saying, um, and that's going on. So that's very important. Chak, peace. What up? What up, man? What up? You know what I'm saying? What up? Shit, let me know if you want to jump on, man. You know what I'm saying? I got you. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. This engineering consent. And then see that the psychological warfare and all that plays on your psyche, right? And then that's makes it that much easier for these people to run these psyops and these psyops and these test runs on us, man. And it makes it that much easier for us to actually believe that these are real events going on. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's a crazy little aspect of it, man. So, and then that is, engineering consent, the Edward Bernays, and the psyops, the video I made the other day on Sunday about these Asian shootings and killings, whatever you want to call it. I mean, people say, that they think I'm calling them science, but at the same time, these could just be straight out flat hoax, and just because a hoax, you feel me, something that is perceived as an incident and it doesn't happen, right? So, for example, that's what a crisis actor and crisis actors would be. That's just straight up hoax, like 9/11. Um, I think that was more of a psyops because the people in those planes really did die, right? So, but at the same time, um, it's, what they did, they psychologically see they confused us and they messed us up because they had actual drills going on at the same time as 9/11, right? So that's crazy, man. If you think about it, that was ill, man. That was ill if you really think about what the hell they did and they played it off. So this video right here is it kind of plays still along with the engineering consent and the conditioning, because this currency right here, or this form of currency right here, is not going to be no joke. This is like the big deal right here. See, that's what with the World Economic Forum and them, that's what they're meeting about, man. So well, that's one of the reasons why they're meeting. See, it's crazy how you got one group amount of people that can control the masses of people and decide for us. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, we should just stop paying taxes right now. Why are we still paying taxes? You know what I'm saying? So they got us paying taxes, and they got us you know what I'm saying, under their mercy at the same time. These people, they know what they're doing, man. These people ain't stupid. These people are very smart people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, I would say they're smart as far as just brainwashing people like this and then taking advantage of people, man. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, I mean, I'm not saying that's smart to do people like that. It's dirty. But I mean, look at how they're doing it. You're not gonna you're not gonna think nothing of it, man. You're not gonna think you know, oh yeah, man, they're gonna mess with our money and change our system, and then they're doing psychological operations on us and all. You're not thinking that, man. You're just thinking day to day hustle and bustle, and then go to work, come home. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking on that kind of scale. That's how you're thinking. You're not thinking like that. Um, on some just straight up, what's the name? Straight up just divisive type covert operations that these people are pulling off. These people are pulling off some, man. But so this digital currency right here is well, this all plays out into the conditioning, because for one, it went what to cash, it went to cash backed by gold, right? Then it went to, which is currency, right? Then it went to straight up, what, in the 60s, what, when they cut it up, like what, 50s, 60s, whatever. Then they stopped the gold and the silver, the money being backed by the gold and the silver. You see what I'm saying? Now it's just straight up. It's a debt note now. It's fiat, is really worthless. You see what I'm saying? And the more and more they print it, the more and more worthless it gets. And see, that's the whole point. And see, maybe we we ask why they send the money to Ukraine, but that makes sense. If you send the money to Ukraine, um, if you send the money to Ukraine, then you're making that much more money. Excuse me, you're making that much more money. You see, you're printing that much more money, and the more and more money you print, you see what I'm saying, the more worthless it gets. And then, I mean, I think they're doing situations like this to where they're going, they're going to make, basically an excuse to bring down this central, this digital currency, man. Um, CBDC, the central bank digital currency. This is no joke because see, they could have control over your money anytime. They can have control over your money. What is that going to tell? What is that? What do you think about that? What do y'all think about that? You see what I'm saying? That means they can stop your money. They could do all types of stuff. And see, if you think about it, the currency is not digital yet, but you could get it in a digital. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as you having a debit card, as far as you being able to withdraw it from the machine, the versatile, right? As far as you being able to, you see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this thing is no joke. So I mean, just imagine they totally digitalize. Did I say it right? Digitalizing. You see what I'm saying? Digitizing the money. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's really crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Man. I mean, and then see the thing is, for example, you buying a certain like alcohol, you buying certain things with the money. They could stop the money if certain things they don't want you to purchase. They could stop the purchase. They could stop. I'm telling you, this is now that. I mean, yeah, y'all probably don't think whatever. Y'all probably think it's some conspiracy talk, but this type of stuff is no joke. Imagine they've been able to stop the purchase of what you get. Right? That's not good. That ain't good. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man, what these people plan on doing. You know, uh, uh, Klaus Schwab, man, that dude is. I mean, if y'all think about it, his name is just constantly being brought up. This dude is no joke, man. I mean, this guy is just like, basically, these people want us to be renters. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to own nothing because if you think about it too, um, you know what I'm saying? If you think about it too, what the hell was I gonna say? If you think about it, you can't even own a house. You don't own the house because the land, you don't own the land. You see what I'm saying? There's still a land tax on the land. I just think if you really think about it, that shit is crazy. You know what I mean? So I mean, these people don't want. I mean, they want it to where you can't own nothing. You see what I'm saying? To where they just it's crazy, man. Um, yeah, man, this is a trip. This is a trip. Hold on, yeah, real quick. This is crazy, man. Hold up. Hold up, real quick. Man. Yeah, man, but these people ain't no joke. Um, you know, it, what else was they saying about this? They were saying too. What was they saying? What was they saying? They could stop the money, but what else? What was the reason why they were saying they could stop the money? Damn. Um, shoot. Hold up. Hold up. We'll find out right now. Hmm. Damn. Sorry about that, y'all. Hold up, real quick. Hold up, real quick. I'm sorry, I'm back. Yeah, man. So yeah, so yeah, so they basically could control what you can and can't buy with this, man. And they basically have a term limit. They have like a term limit or something like that, basically on how long you can keep the money, your money in the bank or whatever the case is. And if it you keep it in there for a certain amount of time, I guess if it's too long for them, they could just the money would just evaporate, disappear. So and then it's crazy because they've been talking about taxes and eliminating taxes and stuff like that, but at the same time, doing this right here would be even worse. But I mean, see, that why would they be talking about taxes and eliminating taxes now, right? Because they're trying to usher this in. All these years they've been taxing people, and I've been saying, on a couple of shows I've been saying, the taxing people is a crime, man. Why are we paying taxes? You see what I'm saying? You're not paying for no roads and none of that. You see what I'm saying? They're talking about you paying for roads and this and that, but yet doesn't China own the toll roads? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't China own the ports of Long Beach and Los Angeles? See, that's the thing, man. That's the crazy thing about the situation, right? It's just like um this country is a corporation. They letting foreign people buy shit. You know what I'm saying? And buy into what up. You know what I'm saying? They're letting these foreigners buy up the land and stuff like that, Shaq. You know what I'm saying? They letting these foreigners, how is this a country?
Salute, salute.
It's, it's definitely a corporation. You see what I'm saying, Shaq? It's definitely a
Yes, sir.
corporation.
Salute.
What up, salute? What up, peace, peace, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm just talking about
Yeah.
this central banking what's this shit? Central banking fucking digital currency, man. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
wow.
Yeah, dude, if that shit hits, man, it's gonna be a wrap, man. And you see it, a lot of people ain't talking about this, man. You know what I'm saying? But they was talking about this in the World Economic Forum. You know what I'm saying? Things like this. And if you think about it, it makes sense for them to talk about stuff like this because these people trying to rule over us. That why would they got this small group of people deciding the say so of the masses of millions and millions of people. You know what I'm saying? What does that tell you right there? You know, that shit is crazy, man. If you think about it, that shit is off the chain, man. It's off the chain. Yeah, man. So I'm just like really tripping off this, man, because they'll be able to stop your money and the currency and stuff whenever they feel like it. You know what I'm saying? If they don't like you buying certain items or whatever the case is, they'll just be able to stop the money. You feel what I'm saying? Stop the purchases. You know, there's there'll actually be like a little time limit and stuff like that to where how long you can keep your money in the bank for and all this. You know what I'm saying? I think from what I'm saying is I guess it's bye CDC. I mean CD. You know what I'm saying? A CD account. No more collecting entrance and shit in the bank. Is this? I mean, they're trying to push this, man. It's just like that's crazy, man. If you think about it, that shit is wild, man. But see, maybe this is what this Joe Biden document stuff is all about. Maybe what I'm saying. This is what this mass shooting stuff is all about. It's just big distraction. You know what I'm saying? Distractions to really distract you from something as serious as that. You know what I mean? Them actually trying to change the currency. And if you think about it, no president or nothing like that's going to do it. These people going to do it. You see what I'm saying? These people, these foreign interest groups, you see what I'm saying? They going to do it. They going to change the currency. Because when a president does it, you know what I'm saying? It seems like they always get assassinated or something like that. You see what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
what's going on with that? But so that makes sense though. You got the groups like this doing it. Like, okay, we're in charge. You see what I'm saying? We really got to say so. You know what I mean? And see, that lets you know, man. I'll just be telling people that's why they push for this immigration stuff because they're pushing it on this low level immigration. If you think about it, they're doing it on the major scale, on the major level because they got, like I said, the foreign interest groups investing in this country and doing the moving and the shaking and shit, man. They got, like for example, that's what the central bank is. It's a bunch of private people investing in a bank. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, man. This country done been sold us out, man. It's just like from the jump, and it's just like, um, but I just think that they know that we're comfortable because they know a certain amount of what's the name. Let's just be honest. They know a certain amount of conditioning. Like with the Edward Bernays shit. You know what I'm saying? Engineering consent. They know about this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? These people do studies on us. They study us. That's what you do. You got to study the herd, right? You got to study the sheep. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
know,
yeah. They know that.
Man, it's crazy, man. But that shit is no joke, man. You know what I'm saying? They trying to push for that shit. They trying to push for it, man. They trying to get it through. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like, even I mean, if you think about it, that's crazy for them to that little amount of people to be even meeting like that and deciding our fate like that. You see what I'm saying? And that lets you know that presidents, excuse me, and congressmen and you know all of them are worthless because who is this? Who are these people behind the scenes? Who is the World Economic Fund behind the scenes? You know what I'm saying? It's almost just like it's one big front. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's playing their part to deceive us. You see what I'm saying? To keep us deceived and
Right.
shit. Like that's crazy. Shit is crazy, man. You know, I mean, for them to change the currency like that, but see, that makes sense for you to do something like that, like in a hush hush kind of way, like they've been doing. That makes a lot of sense to do it like that. You know, because it's just like they're gonna usher it in like a trend, like everything else. You see what I'm saying? They know that trends and people and influencers and people following certain shit that's a big deal. You know, especially in America. You know, people talk bad about China and this and that, but China shit, them motherfuckers they don't let their kids watch TikTok only for 40 minutes a day. And that shit's
Damn.
not bullshit. That's just for some real deal shit. Some moving and shaking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We having our kids watch that shit for the dumbest, stupidest, you know what I'm saying? Reasons, bro. Like I mean, this challenge, good knees challenge, and Beyonce challenge, and this is like, do you know what the challenge is for us to come together? That's the real challenge. You know what I'm saying? For us to fucking say enough is enough with this bullshit ass de facto government and just you know what I'm saying? And coming but we're not gonna do it,
Right.
man. It's frustrating. Very frustrating. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that shit, Shaq, man?
Man, you hit it on the nose, Frank, man.
If you
We
think
need
about
goddamn all hands on deck, yo.
it,
We
yeah, man.
need some what you say?
Shit, we need some act right. That's what we need. We need some straight like a reality check or something, man. It's like, and then they got where we living in squalor and shit like that, and they got immigrants and shit coming from Ukraine and shit, staying in fucking 5-star hotels and shit. See, right there, we're not gonna protest for that. We're not gonna, what I'm saying, go and just fuck go protest, and we're not gonna go to these motherfucking capitals and these motherfuckers of our states and shit like that, and the state legislators and stuff like that. We're not gonna go there and demand fuck protesting. You know what I'm saying? It's time to start demanding, and it's time to start. You know what I mean? Telling these people we gonna take if we don't get. You see what I'm saying? If we don't receive, we take it, man.
Man, yeah.
That's real shit. Because this shit is frustrating, man. It's crazy, you know. I mean, the thing is, they got us with this paying tax shit. We paying taxes for this. It's like, I mean, shit, we might as well be living like a damn nomad and shit. You know what I'm saying? We might as well be living like a motherfucking Amish motherfucker and shit, man. It's just like, damn. But see, that makes sense though. Okay, you get to live like this with some trinkets and shit and entertainment and all this bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And we give you the illusion and impression that you're free because we give you
Mm.
options. You know what I'm saying? We give you entertainment. We give you, but see, they gave the Romans entertainment and shit like that. In the Roman days and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the distractions right there. This shit is just like hasn't stopped, man. History keep repeating itself, and it's gonna keep going on and on. Like it ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna stop, man. You know what I mean? And it's just like these motherfuckers. I mean, for them to play with the currency like that, it tells you a lot because they've been doing it, man. It's just like they change it from money. You know what I'm saying? From actually the barter system back in the day to fucking some actual money and shit, and then the money being backed with gold and fucking silver. You know what I mean? And then not being backed at all, which is we got right here this death note we got today. And then they changed the shit to or changing the access of the shit. Excuse me, to debit card to a card. It's just crazy,
Mm.
man.
Damn.
It's just, it's crazy, man. They changing shit, and they meeting behind closed doors and shit. And this thing is it's funny because you don't see the media at these places. The media is everywhere else. TMZ and shit is everywhere else and shit. I just thought about this right now. But they're not at these fucking private meetings and shit while they fucking trying to take over the world and shit. Or they talking about doing shit, you know what I'm saying, and changing shit that me and you have no control over. See, that's fucked up. You're not free. If these motherfuckers that change and do shit and switch and bounce and flip shit around, with you not having no control over this shit, that's not free. That's not free at all. You see what I'm saying? And people, oh man, free. Oh, well, I'd rather be in this country. This country. See, we get the bad, the fucked up end of the stick on both situations and shit because you know what I mean. One country is fucked up, and another country is fucked up. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
Or one situation, it's not like okay. The only thing is one situation will be a little bit better than the other situation, but that still doesn't mean it's not poverty. It still doesn't mean that you're not living how you should be living. You see what I'm saying? It's like we just gotta wake up, man, and just like see, man. You know what I mean? It's just like even like with this Joe Biden document shit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? That could be a big distraction. You know what I'm saying? Because they did the same shit with Trump fucking not too long ago with his documents. It's like, what's up with all this document shit? It's like, you know what I mean? They'll just it'll be the same scenario, it'll just be different people and shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, wow. So they interchangeable, huh?
It's like motherfucking, you
Damn.
know what I'm saying? Ambidextrous type shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? You could just switch it up like a damn transformer, dude. It's like Voltron and shit, man. It's like I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But I get it though because this right here, we're still gonna believe this shit. We're still gonna think the shit is true. These mass shootings and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I mean? And they always it's funny when something like that happens to us or something like that. You get shot, shootings in the hood. Those would be real shootings, by the way. Those will be fake. Those shootings and those why are they not mass shootings? Why are they not called mass shootings? That lets you know the real shootings aren't called mass shootings, and the fake shootings are called mass shootings. That's how that works. You know what I'm saying? We don't see how that would make a lot more sense if you think about it. What I just said, it makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? The real shootings aren't labeled anything because they're real. You can't put a scenario on a real shooting. You see what I'm saying? You know, they
Wow.
it's like they catching these just like the other one we seen. I'm gonna play that in a minute, but I'm gonna play something about this digital currency right now. But the other shooting we seen and shit, you know what I'm saying? They the cameras just happen to be right there and they threw the dude to the ground and shit and all this shit. But see how the cameras right there, right then and there when they catch the motherfucker, just perfectly, perfect timing and
Mm.
shit, like on some TMZ shit. These motherfuckers are everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Or are they hiding in the bushes and shit? Like where these motherfuckers be at? How are they getting this information? See, I think a lot of this stuff is psyop because you let the news know it's gonna happen before it happens and shit, and then they're right there. You know, how do they get there so quick? And it's just like, come on, we got to really think about these scenarios and shit. So you mean to tell me was the news already there when they, you know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Like, it's crazy, man. It's just crazy and shit. Um, it's just like this right here is definitely engineering consent. This is definitely brainwashing, manipulation, conditioning, man. It's just like in the purest form. Definitely probably you seen the news hit you with the propaganda of the shit. You know, trying to build up a situation. Then you got these shootings, fake shootings and shit, and then boom, Gavin Newsom comes with something tries to be strict and stuff like that, and tries to come up with something on gun control. Now it's just like I just don't see how we don't get the script. I don't see how we don't see that this is all like a lot of this shit is bullshit because the Gavin Newsom thing coming right behind this shit with some talking about some gun laws, some bill or some shit he talking about. It's just like it's just too obvious, It's just too obvious. Um, Anybody could just take anybody's gun and get a gun from fucking anywhere, So, if that's the case, motherfuckers are getting guns from the street. Why are you not talking about
Hmm.
getting guns off the streets? You know what I'm saying? They're not talking about getting guns off the streets no more. You notice that? They just talking about guns. Period. You talking about the guns from the everyday Joe Schmo working motherfucking man that's fucking paying taxes, giving y'all tax money. That's weird. So you're gonna take the taxpayers' guns from them. Why are the taxpayers fucking paying taxes then? They hire private fucking companies and shit to put boots on your car. You know what I'm saying? Put boots on your car and to tow your car. They hire private companies and shit, like these tow companies and shit. Those are private companies. Why are they hiring these private companies to do that? So you hiring a private company to take away the taxpayer shit. That's crazy if you think about it.
It's dirty, man. They fuck. They don't give a damn, man. Hey, man. Mhm.
Who are these motherfuckers working for? The police, dude, like, man, dude, like, even though that shit in Atlanta, that shit was all some bullshit and it was fake too. But at the same time, you know what I mean? I just don't. I'm not. That's why I don't have no sympathy on the police. That's why I don't have no sympathy on the municipality. I don't have no sympathy on the mayors. You know, you feel what I'm saying? These all corporate fucking entities, dude. If you think about it, you know what I'm saying? These they have LLCs and shit attached to these fucking, you know what I'm saying? And TM and all this shit attached to their shit, man. To these names, man. Come on, man. These are corporate groups we talking about here. You see what I'm saying? The municipality don't give a damn about you. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
That's why they mold the kids from you know what I'm saying, from schools to fucking prison. It's like a big, you know, it's kind of not a big step if you think about it. You see what I'm saying? You take the take the dad out the home, make the homes, you know what I'm saying, single parent households and shit. Boom. That's even one more step for you to go to prison, you to go to jail, so for you to fill that shit up. You see what I'm saying? It ain't even no race thing. The same thing be happening in these other races too. You see what I'm saying? So it's like really, crazy how they do it, man. We're not stopping any of the cycles, the insanity cycles and shit that we're doing. They're not stopping. We're not. I don't even think that we realize that we're in an insane type situation and shit. I don't think we think that. I don't think we know that. You see what I'm saying? That's what
Mhm.
brainwashing and conditioning is. You don't even know what the fuck. You don't even know that you're being played like a fiddle. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that you Pinocchio and that motherfucker's Geppetto and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's pulling the strings, man. It's just like, I mean, with this football player that went down, it's just like all this shit is just shit to make your ass talk to somebody else about, and for us to be mad or feel some kind of way, or be in our emotions in some kind of way about, or frustrations about. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you see what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are behind the curtain. They're talking about changing the money. They're talking about doing all this other shit. They're talking, they're still trying to push this jab, which and then now they're saying that it's now it's coming out that they're saying it wasn't even working, and you know what I'm saying, that those doses were false doses and all this bullshit, and it's just like, oh, we don't want to hear this shit now. You know what I'm saying? That's what the script is. The script could be changed. The script could be updated. The script could be mother. You know what I'm saying? That's what scripts do. That's what scripts are. Y'all switching and saying a whole different thing in 2023. But guess what? 2023 was the date that the shit was supposed to fucking go away. And something else is going
Mm.
to come up. It's 2023. You know what I'm saying? This is a year, excuse me. So, I mean, we don't see and we don't follow the patterns and shit. Our attention span is short. Our fucking memory is short. You know what I'm saying? Even though my memory would be fucked up, but still, it's like, come on now. If you follow some kind of current events, you're gonna fucking be able to, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to play this and connect the dots, man. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers and Klaus Schwab, nobody's really talking. I mean, you hear people on YouTube talking about this, man. You'll never hear the news, the mainstream media talk about Klaus Schwab like Santa Claus. You see what I'm saying? Why is that? See, they talk about the motherfuckers that ain't in charge that they want you to think is in charge, and the motherfuckers that are in charge behind the scenes, they don't talk about the news. The news is just as guilty as shit and coerce you just as much as these motherfuckers and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the lamestream mainstream media. And they CIA fucking. I did a video about that the other day and shit. They're CIA linked the media. You know what I'm saying? Operation Mockingbird. So, you know, you got people like
Damn.
we gonna say.
I said, damn, you said Operation Mockingbird, huh?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit. I can play a clip from that shit right now, man. It's like basically, you know what I mean? They're different separate media outlets and shit saying the same and repeating the same points and regurgitating and saying the same thing. You see what I'm saying? And then the media basically, you see what I'm saying? Links up with the CIA, and the CIA basically makes a gang of false news articles and shit and news feeds about certain stories and shit. And they know the mainstream media knows that shit that they're doing. That they're letting them let them do it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is fucking crazy, man. So I'm gonna play something about the central bank digital currency real quick, and Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is fucking wild, man. So let's see, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's really see what the hell. Hold up, hold up, man. I kind of don't want to play. Hold up, let me see. Wait, hold up, damn it. All right, this is for fair use. 1976, fair use, section 107. This gives me fair use to report on this video for commentary purposes, educational purposes. So let's go in real quick, man. Let me fucking do this shit real quick, man.
Will control your life. Where you live, what you eat, where you travel, everything. Absolute control. You might be looking at me thinking, who is this crazy conspiracy theorist? But don't take this from me. Take this directly from the head of the Bank for International Settlements. And fair warning, the clip we're about to watch, it's a bit disturbing.
For example, in cash, we don't know, for example, who's using a $100 bill today. We don't know who is using a 1,000 peso bill today. A key difference with the CBDC is that central bank will have absolute control on the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that expression of central bank liability. And also, we will have the technology to enforce that.
You heard it directly, absolute control. And the way this would work is that in a cashless society where a government digital currency is the primary form of payment, it is very simple for a government to block a transaction or freeze your money. You may be wondering, well, why don't we have this today? Don't we already have digital payments today? Most people pay through credit cards or mobile apps. Well, the thing about today is we live in a partition system. The way money works today is it's broken up into segments. If you have an issue or get locked out of one section, you can simply hop over to another section. We have the base layer of money, and on top of it, we have banking and mobile apps. So if a bank freezes your account or a mobile app kicks you off, you can very easily jump to a new bank or a new app that will accept you. And unfortunately, this does happen today. It may have even happened to some of you that are watching this video. It also recently happened to Andrew Tate, a very controversial viral sensation. He didn't do anything illegal. He didn't go to jail, but the people at the top didn't like what he was saying. So what they decided to do was ban him across several applications. And the clip we're about to watch, it might get you a bit angered. So my recommendation is to get some comfort food. And here is what Andrew Tate had to say.
Let me film my final message explaining how this is unfair and unjust. We filmed it, we produced it, we got it all edited within 12 hours, had it ready to go, but we couldn't post it because of the YouTube strike. So we're waiting for the YouTube strike to expire. A few hours before the YouTube strike expires, guess what happened? They banned me from YouTube. Then they banned me from Discord. Then they banned me from Airbnb. They banned me from Stripe. I can't even remember. It was just emails coming in faster than you could believe. Ban.
So
the
Matrix, just the socials.
Oh, no. The Matrix presses a button, my friend. Yeah. And every app on your phone stops working. Uber. You name it. Uber.
Stop.
You name it.
Wait, you can't use Uber?
Well, I can use Uber. You just start a new account, right? But
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Uber. Catch me. But
your main account on Uber was taken.
They take everything.
Everything. Coordinated effort all at once.
Coordinated effort all at once. Every single one of them just goes, no. Delete. And they come at you with everything.
Banking,
banks,
payment processing.
And banks. UK-based banks as well. High Street, banks. I can name Santander, HSBC, Barclays, etc. all at the same time. No, sorry. To change, we've decided because blah, blah, some bullshit, some letter, close your accounts. So they take all your banking, they take your payment processing, they take all your social media presence, they take your Discord, they take your Skype, they take all your accounts, your ability to communicate with people, and then they lie about you in the press.
And what's so crazy about this whole thing is he didn't do anything illegal. He's not in court. He's not in jail. Instead, he did things that people at the top didn't like. So they deleted him across multiple platforms, including banking apps as well. But he'll be okay. He has a lot of money. And also, as mentioned, we live in a partition system. You get locked out of one place, you can hop to another. But with a central bank digital currency, everything changes. As mentioned earlier, there's the base layer of money, and then we have these mobile and banking apps built on top of it. But with a CBDC, the base layer is a government-controlled central bank digital currency. So even if you get locked out of a bank or an app and hop over to a new one, well, the base layer can freeze your money. Central bank digital currencies, pretty dangerous. And when we look at them, most people see it as a very convenient, easy solution, but they ignore all of the negatives that come along with it. With a CBDC, everything can be tracked. And if a state or a government doesn't like what you're doing, they can freeze your money, they can block a transaction. And I'm not even talking about illegal activities. Maybe you went to a basketball game in public and you got drunk. Or maybe you cursed out your neighbor, and the authorities, they don't like that, so they punish you and they control the way you use your money. And now you can't get on a certain train, or maybe you can't eat at your favorite restaurant. And unfortunately, or maybe fortunately as a warning, we got a glimpse of the capabilities of a CBDC, because not too long ago, the United States put sanctions on Tornado Cash. This is a privacy app built on top of Ethereum, and the government didn't like it. So they said any assets that went through this application should be blacklisted or frozen. And they forced Circle, the creators of USDC, to freeze the USDC that went through Tornado Cash. USDC is not real cryptocurrency. It is a 100% centralized cryptocurrency. When we talk about government CBDCs, there is a 0% chance they will make a decentralized version. It will 100% be centralized. They will control the supply, they will track it, they will know who is spending money on what, and they can freeze your money at any time. Some even believe that the United States one day may adopt USDC as their CBDC. And if you're still watching at this point, you're probably starting to understand the dangers of a CBDC. But even if you can understand, it's pretty hard to imagine how it actually plays out. Well, we don't have to imagine, because we can just look directly at China and what has been going on over there over the last several years. China has a social credit system. Citizens will be given points or have points taken away based off of their behavior. If, for example, someone donates blood or participates in charity work, they will be given points, and they may get certain rewards, such as access to a free gym or shorter wait times in hospitals. But on the opposite end, if someone doesn't visit their aging parents, or they cheat in an online game, or they spread rumors on the internet, they will be punished and they may lose certain privileges. For example, exclusion from flights or train tickets, restricted access to public services, no access to private schools, and public shaming. It's really scary. And the reason certain regions in China were able to do this program successfully is because certain regions in China are nearing cashless societies. The primary form of payment is digital, with popular apps such as WeChat and Alipay. And if you can control someone's money, you control their life. It's really scary. And unfortunately, it's likely only going to get worse, because China is at the forefront of CBDCs. And they have been testing CBDCs in several regions in China. And eventually, when CBDCs control the entire country, China will have absolute control. There will be no running away. Everything that a user spends will be tracked, and money can be frozen or blocked at any moment. And we're not talking about for illegal activity. We're talking about for activities that are simply frowned upon by the government. And China is not the only country working on a CBDC. More than half of the countries in the world are working on CBDCs, and will likely grow over time. I'm over here on the Atlantic Council CBDC tracker, and it shows all the countries around the world and where they are currently standing when it comes to CBDCs. We can see there are those that have already launched, those in pilot, those in development, and many in the research phase. If we look at the United States, they are currently in the research phase. And in the first ever crypto regulatory framework from the White House, they clearly outline that they are exploring a US CBDC. But some good news, Jerome Powell recently stated that the US has decided to not proceed with a CBDC and instead take a few more years to understand crypto, CBDCs, and the regulatory framework. But eventually it will be here. But it's not just about the United States. Many of you watching are not from the United States. You are from different parts of the world, and CBDCs are coming. So what can we do to stop it? The answer is nothing. They will be here. Some this year, some next year, some within the next 5 years. And when that happens, absolute control over your money. So what can we do to prepare? Well, if you're on this channel, you probably know what the answer is. And that is getting our hands on money that no one can take from us, money that no one can block. And you know what that reminds me of? Decentralized cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin or something like Monero for privacy. And I don't say this from a money-making perspective. I'm not making this video to say, buy Bitcoin, buy Monero, or buy any other cryptocurrency in anticipation of CBDC so that the money will explode. Although I do think when the world wakes up to the harms of CBDCs and the value of a decentralized cryptocurrency, I do think cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin will explode. But instead, I am making this video from a practical sense of freedom. You never know when you'll need some money in the event of an emergency. And it would probably be a very wise decision to get some cryptocurrency and save it for the future. And I'm not talking about a large amount or thinking, how am I going to make money or do a 300% profit on my money? I'm just talking about taking a small amount, which could be different for each person. For some, it's 200, for some 1,000, some 10,000, and store it offline on a cold wallet. A big mistake many people will make is buy Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies thinking that they are securing their freedom for the future, but they keep it on a centralized exchange. If crypto is on a centralized exchange, it is no better than a CBDC. The exchange can control your money and take it from you at any time. I still use exchanges. I'm not saying I'm against them, but on the opposite end, it's probably a wise decision to have crypto offline in a cold wallet, such as a Trezor or a Ledger. If you don't,
Yeah, man. So, man, I mean, okay. So even if if they don't do it now, man, you see what I'm saying? They're gonna eventually try to usher this stuff in, man. I mean, the thing is, see, that lets you know it's not your money, though. Does that make sense? That lets you know money's not even yours, right? You see what I'm saying? It's just something that's printed out, and it's a debt note, right? Something that's printed out that you can use to buy certain things, man. That's all it is. Money is not even worth nothing right now. What does that tell you, right? That says a lot, That says a whole lot. That says a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, them China's kind of like doing something similar right now. It's just like, it's crazy, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, and then see, you know how the U.S. is, man. They like to, they like to do stuff slower than other countries, but at the same time, to try to make it seem like they're not, communists or socialist. But this is all America is pushing towards socialism every day, man. I mean, let's just keep it 100. You see, let's just be honest, man. Every day they pushing towards this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what we gonna say, Chak? Go for it, man. What you think about that video? What you think about that video, though?
That's crazy, man. Hey, they pushing the agenda, man. Full steam ahead. Excuse me. Oof.
Pushing it like a motherfucker, man. It's just like, we're not gonna do nothing. No, it's crazy though. I mean, just like even old boy said, there's nothing you kind of can't do about it. So it's a fucked up situation if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just thinking like, damn, from a perspective to where it's just like, like dude said, what if you really need? You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen, man. They talk about these natural disasters. Oh man, that flood, and it wouldn't even, over out here where I'm at, it wasn't even bad like that with the rain out here, man. So it's just like, What if something like that happened? What if a tornado or some shit? Man, this is
Yeah, I
crazy,
think
man.
it's dangerous to have everything such online and digital because, like you said, you can have blackouts, you can have hackers. I mean, we know we got hackers, but you can have, and they can easily have somebody tyrannical in the government, which we see. Not even the government, but these private, as you see, these private companies, private entities, man, come in and they implement these policies and shit, municipalities and policies and shit, and they want the people to follow. And if you don't follow their social identity, you know what I mean? They can shut your shit down. This is they want total domination and control, man. It's past money because they can create money.
Mm.
It's total domination and control, and they trying to corner us and trap us in the net in the web. We entangled in their web.
And this, yeah, you're right. It is domination and shit. So I see. That's why, in in these cartoons and shit, if you think about it, man, in these movies too, movies and cartoons, like any kind of story, think something with a storyline, it's always somebody trying to dominate and take over some shit. But that's what these motherfuckers is doing, man. And it's funny because those are called the villains. Those are called the bad guys and shit like that. But who are these people, man?
Mm.
Damn, dude. Like the government is they playing it off too, man. Democracy, dude. Democracy is not even in the Constitution, man. Like, what are you talking about? What is democracy? That's just some shit that they made up a little bit after that. Did they make this shit up around the Reconstruction time or something? That word? Like, what the fuck is up with this word? It's just like, man, man, these motherfuckers are Reconstruct. Excuse me. What is going on, man? You know what I'm saying? But like you said, I mean, when you control somebody's mind, there it is, man. That's what is a pimp? The main thing a pimp
There
says.
you go.
For nah, man, it wasn't even just that. If you once you got control of her mind, you got control of her. That's true. It's
Yep.
not. It don't even. I'm telling you, man. Was it repetition, man? That's the main thing right there, man. Repetition. You know what I'm saying? That's the. You keep hitting somebody upside the head with the same old, same old, same old, man. They're gonna be believing, seeing it, doing it, acting on it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right though. These are some evil motherfuckers, man. These are the villains in the movie, man. Like straight up. Straight the hell up, man. But man, we're gonna see, man. It's not looking good right now. It's not looking good right now at all. You know what I'm saying? It's looking bad. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I wanted to go. Let me go. Let me play a little bit of this real quick. We'll see how. You know what I'm saying? How the psyop is just continuing to go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, hold up. Yeah, man. Let me see how. All right. This is fair use. You know what I'm saying? 1976 Copyright Act, Section 107. This gives me fair use to play this video and report on it for educational purposes. You know what I'm saying? And commentary purposes. All right, so let me play this shit.
This is an NBC News special report. Here's
DJ,
Kate
what up,
Snow.
man?
Good evening. We're coming on the air with breaking news about the manhunt for the suspect in last night's deadly shooting here in Monterey Park, California. 10 people were killed, 10 others were injured. Just moments ago, NBC News learned that authorities believe the suspect is dead. Police had tracked down a white van in nearby Torrance, California. It was believed to be connected to the shooting. Police surrounded that vehicle this afternoon. The man inside is now deceased. Last night's shooting rocked this predominantly Asian American community on what was supposed to be a night of celebration for the Lunar New Year. Steve Patterson is at the site of that standoff in Torrance, California. Steve, what have we learned?
Kate, this all ended here in Torrance. Police surrounding that vehicle. As you mentioned, this is a white vehicle that witnesses say matched the suspect vehicle that was seen at the scene of the crime on Saturday night. They surrounded the vehicle. They break in the vehicle. They find a man dead. Now NBC News Investigates is reporting that the death is from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Police still have to do the work of matching the identity using medical records to the actual suspect who apparently perpetrated those crimes on Saturday night. But this is one step closer to police determining.
So how are you gonna say that he shot himself and this and that and apparent suspect? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how it's just doubles talk. It's like, okay, so you're not sure, but then you're saying why would it matter how he died or if he killed himself if you're not even sure if he's a suspect? And why are you saying alleged? Why are you using that word alleged?
Why they say matching the medical records? What, huh? What? Frank, hold on. Unless he left some medical records. I mean, what does that mean? I mean, I don't understand. Unless it's somebody they knew on a mind control. Unless it's one of they, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Was a Manchurian candidate or something? What's going on with this shit? And then he just
What you talking about medical records? Unless he left some DNA, but I don't know. Why would they? I ain't never heard them really mention that in no situation like this where they, just alleged suspect. Medical record? I don't know. You got to listen to them because they tell off on themselves.
Like, we don't be catching shit, man. It's like, we caught that. But it's just like, motherfuckers don't be catching, man. But see, that makes sense. You have people traumatized. They're not going to be thinking about fucking logical thinking and critical thinking. They're going to be fucking sad, mad, however the fuck kind of emotions you put them in. You see what I'm saying? It's just like straight up. You know what I mean? That's just how that goes. You feel me? But damn, man, it's just like, really? You know what I mean? Like, but see, why didn't you already do that though, dude? That shit takes like 5 minutes, man. You fucking match somebody's DNA, man. I don't understand this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, dude. But why would you even have to match it? See, that lets you know the news is full of it, because why are you even reporting and even saying and mentioning anything like this if you're not 100% sure? You don't even have the details of the facts because it's all bullshit. It's some shit y'all making it up as y'all go along. You know what I'm saying? Damn, this shit is crazy, man. Like, these people just keep playing games and shit.
Exactly who this was and hopefully leading to a motive. Again, that suspect inside, or the person inside that white van, apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound upon authorities finding that van earlier today after an hours-long standoff here in Torrance. And remember, this is all after.
How is it a standoff if he's dead? If the guy's dead? Motherfucker can't do no standoff with you if he's dead. Y'all either went in there and checked the van or y'all didn't. How are you standing off with somebody? Damn, man. Like, see, it's the same old shit, the same old scenario. All standoff, all the motherfucker was barricading and shit, barricaded itself. It's just the same old shit, man. It's just different people. These people, man, I'm telling you, man, gun control, here we come. Another Asian hate bill part 2, here we come. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And see, how are you going to give one group a hate bill and shit? And, when everybody's protected under that hate, I guess fucking color of law, which is civil rights, but everybody's protected under that shit. Well, mostly discrimination aspect of it. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't understand. Like, but see that right there. See, we should have took that to Supreme Court, though. Like, that should have been some shit. Like, as you know what I'm saying? Oh man, there's no black. No, it don't even necessarily have to be so-called black. That's under anybody, dude. That's just like, damn, motherfuckers. How do you have your own hate bill and all this shit for one group? That lets me know that you have a lot of influence and power to me. That's what that lets me know. There's probably a lot of y'all on the World Economic Forum. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is and shit. You know what I'm saying? There's probably a grip of y'all Asians on that shit, on that council and shit. Y'all some movers and shakers. That's what that shows us what to show me. You say something about the Cree people. You know what I'm saying? You getting banned and unsilenced and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? That lets me know you have a lot of power and influence. You say something about the LGBT, you getting banned and silenced. That lets me know that y'all have a lot of power and influence. I mean, I don't understand why we don't see this. Oh man, people talk about these people because it's not right. No, people talk about these people and y'all making a big deal about it because these people have a lot of power. And a lot of them times those be little psyop stage scenarios too. But I mean, this story is not making any sense, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me finish this up real quick because this guy just sounds like he's full of shit.
Obviously, that horrific night following what was supposed to be a beautiful day for the Asian American community, there in Monterey Park. This was a celebration of one of the largest Lunar New Year celebrations really in the country, especially here in Southern California. Thousands of people took to the street. But as that was breaking down, those gunshots rang out at about 10:20, and what followed was chaos. Police getting on scene, finding, again, 10 people dead, 10 more injured, some sustaining life-threatening.
So it happened at 10 people dead, 10 people injured, 10, 10, 10. So that's 30, right? You know what I'm saying? It's still, it's just like, man, just nut. Man, you got to follow the numbers with this shit. Then they said fucking the next day it was 11 people dead. Like, okay, I really see what y'all doing. Now it's 11 and shit. That's a real Masonic number and shit. I see what y'all doing, man. Y'all hitting us with the codes. You know what I'm saying? But lunar moon and moon. I just what's up with this moon thing? And then the other thing was the moon park or moon something. The other shooting. Like, man, these people are letting us know something, dude. They're letting us know something.
Injuries, others fortunately stable. But obviously, we're learning more about their conditions. And then moving on, 20 minutes later in Alhambra, another situation where a man tried to enter a similar style business with a weapon. That man, thankfully, disarmed, obviously, and police got their hands on that.
So they really expect us to believe this. So just back to back these little random incidences, right? And why are these motherfuckers? If this shit was real, why would you? What's your motive to go inside a building, shooting guns, whatever the fuck? What is that? What is that? So you gonna either die if you really do some shit like that, or you're gonna go be behind jail fucking bars for life, or maybe even get the death penalty. So what's the point of doing that? So all these people are just throwing their lives away, like fuck it. Oh fuck it. This is a good day. It's the new Lunar New Year. Let me go fucking do this shit real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I have a lot to lose, you know what I'm saying? And like my life and everything, but fuck it. It's just, and then it's funny because it lets you know it's a suspect right there too, because there's never a motive behind this shit. Why do y'all never, you know what I'm saying? There's never, so we got to piece the puzzle together, pieces of shit, and find his DNA and shit, so we could go closer to what the motive was. Y'all motherfuckers is same old, man. I'm telling you.
Weapon. They've had the weapon ever since, and they're investigating that incident. But now what police are trying to do is match all of these incidents and line it up to what they found today. Again, another apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound of a person in that white van. This is what police are now investigating. This is where the investigation has led them. Okay.
Yeah. And Steve, it's a
another apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Just they're basically telling you that it's the same scenario. They're basically saying same old. Once again, man, it's crazy.
Relief to some extent for this community that at least the threat is now over in this incident. But of course, as you say, 10 people lost, 10 more still fighting in hospitals. That's going to conclude this NBC News special report. We will have much more.
And you know how it'd be suspect too? How come they never go to the hospitals? Chak, why they never go to the hospitals? When motherfuckers is wounded, why they never go to the hospitals? Why are they never live on scene at the hospitals?
Yeah, ain't never follow up. Well, you're right.
There's never no follow up.
Where paparazzi at?
Shouldn't there be a gang of paparazzi at the hospital, dude? Shouldn't it be fucking looking more crazier than fucking OJ's house and shit? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Where's the follow-ups at? Where's the motherfuckers live on scene at the hospital, dude? You never see motherfuckers getting interviewed in the hospitals. Like, what the fuck? Wow. See, that's the thing that it's just like, it's just, they can actually hire, you can be www.crisisactor.com. You could go and apply. It's just like, you know what it's just like? It's just like what's the name, dude? It's just like going to a regular casting call for a regular acting job, man. You're acting like you're in a crisis. You feel me? You're playing out scenario from Crisis. This is exactly what this shit is, man. It's like it screams that shit. And you know what? You can't get no questions from the suspect because he's dead. You know what I'm saying? Dead men don't talk, right? It's like enough is enough, man. So, man, that was good, man. I'm gonna play the other one real quick. So, because I didn't report on the other one, man. You know what I'm saying? The other day I reported on this one, but I didn't play this video. This is a good video. Oh, okay, Monterey Park. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Wait, no, that's not the one. Where's the other one at? Oh, here it is. Oh, Half Moon. And see, you notice how lunar, that's moon, right? So that happened on the moon day. You feel what I'm saying, Chak? And then 2 days later, or a day later, there was a shooting at a Half Moon bar. You see how what's going on with this moon thing? You see what I'm saying? But let's go right here real quick. Let's go over here real quick. Let's just see how ridiculous this one is right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. That should look, man, that should look real. That should look real. 7 people. Man, I'm gonna play with it. Hold up. Let's play some damn volume in this one. I mean, with some motherfuckers talking. How about that? Hold up. Half Moon. Crazy. Which one should I play?
Hour by hour now, we continue to piece together new information about 66-year-old Chun-Li Zhao. We're told from several sources that Zhao not only worked here at Mountain Mushroom Farms, but also resided here. And he's been working here as a forklift driver for several years. This is the location we're at now, which is right off Highway 92. And we're told from multiple investigators that Zhao targeted all 8 victims, believed to be coworkers. Sources say it appears Zhao had a lot of built-up anger and what's been described as an ongoing feud with these victims. Aside from a prior restraining order with a former roommate, detectives say the suspect had no significant criminal history or known mental health issues.
All of the evidence we have points to this being the instance of workplace violence.
I will say that there were no specific indicators that would have led us to believe that he was capable of something like this.
We've never had one in this county of this many deaths at one scene or one
What is this dude? What would that matter? What does that matter, Shaq? So what? What does that have to do with anything? Oh, this type of stuff never happened in this town. We never. So what? What is that? And then y'all saying, he didn't look like he was capable of doing some shit like that or something like that or whatever his case is. It's like that lets me know. I mean, I'm sorry, man. Y'all like low-key, like kind of like letting the cat out the bag with this one, man. And then this dude is a forklift driver and he's in his 70s. All right.
time.
The sheriff's office says the semi-automatic handgun Zhao allegedly used was legally purchased and owned. Sources say there appeared to be a language barrier between Zhao, who speaks Chinese, and some of the victims who mainly spoke Spanish. The I-team learned first responders witnessed Zhao leaving the first shooting location at Mountain Mushroom.
How is he working at a forklift as a forklift driver somewhere and you don't even speak English? Can you answer me that question, Chak? And he only speaks Chinese. Do we really think that's it? We really believe that?
Only in America, baby.
And then everybody else spoke Spanish. Okay, so none of these people spoke English? So none of them, the Mexicans or the Chinese guy, right? So where is this? So y'all got a bunch of people that don't speak English working at your workplace. It's like none of this makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And look how they took him down, right? And then they had the camera crew right there already. How did they? And they're not even telling you what location they took him that they arrested him at, where they found him at. They just show you them getting him, right? It's like where the fuck did y'all find this motherfucker at?
Farms and a maroon Lexus SUV before heading to Concord Farms, a mere 3 miles away where the second shooting took place. Now, shortly after, the I-team was able to confirm investigators did ping Zhao's phone, and we're told sources are looking into whether Zhao allegedly sent a text to his wife shortly before.
Why is she smiling? Would you be smiling if you was a reporter and you're reporting something like this? Would you be smiling, Chak? Chak, seriously, man. Why is she smiling, bro? We don't get it. We don't get it. We don't see it. We don't get it. These people are laughing at us, dude. It's funny though. I mean, honestly, it's not. I mean, you know what I'm saying, Chak? Like she's literally smiling, bro. Like, wow, dude. We be playing too many games. I think that's probably why she's smiling and shit, and laughing in her head. It's like we're easily manipulated. We're easily swayed. You know what I'm saying?
So why was they trying to check and see if he called his wife, contacted his wife? Now, how do they even know he got a wife already? How do they know that information already? How did they let that cut out the bag before?
I didn't know he got a wife. I thought y'all just barely fucking knew about this cat, man. Dude, that's
right. They said he okay. They did have his. I guess okay. They identified him because they had who he was. He worked there, so okay. But why all of a sudden y'all want to check his phone though? Y'all know that's illegal. Y'all can't check nobody's phone, man.
Why they checking his phone, bro?
These men, yeah. You.
Why would you? What is the significance of checking his phone? It's like if y'all know it's him, what do you? What?
But they still ain't calling this. They still ain't calling this man a monster or nothing like that. They ain't even see them. Sick of the language. They still using kid gloves with these people. Even the shooter down at the school shooter down in Uvalde, the one in Buffalo, kid gloves. But person like Kanye, they calling him a monster. They saying he like Hitler. And he ain't killed or murdered nobody. How's that, Frank? How they make that correlation?
Dude, man. I know. Damn, dude. Kyrie Irving, all this.
Why is he not a monster?
Dude, why is he not?
Why is he not demonic? Yeah, why ain't thug?
Why is he not a terrorist and shit? This is our actor right here. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you notice none of these. Dude, we gotta make sure none of the actors, anybody on script gets injured. So we script and we stage the whole thing, and everything's gonna be all right. And we got motherfuckers thinking that this is a real scenario, a real story, a real incident. Nobody gets hurt. Motherfuckers get paid. Nobody gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for participating. You know what I'm saying, in this live drill that we did. And look at how the other cops just rolled up. If that was him and y'all caught him, why did my other motherfuckers roll up on the scene? Why was he not? Y'all should have had the whole damn motherfucking police squad there already, right? The camera just happens to show other motherfucking cops in the SUV show up with their guns drawn. Like, come on, man.
Before he was arrested at the sheriff's office substation here in Half Moon Bay. Now, certainly a lot of questions, Larry and Kristen, that have yet to be answered. I can show you at Mountain Mushroom Farms behind me. You see it's taped off here. This is an active crime scene. It's expected to be closed for a while now, as investigators we've seen throughout.
Why do you got to show us that it's an active crime scene? And why do you got to show us that it's taped off? No shit. It's an active. Why? What is that, Matt? Oh, y'all really trying to show us that it's real. Y'all really trying to put in our heads that is real. In our subconscious mind, that is real. It's not fake. Because why would you say it's an active crime scene? Why would you show us that it's taped off? We're not. She basically saying we're not slipping in this one. You know what I'm saying? We're not. We make sure this shit is we got this on lock. This story. You know what I'm
throughout the day, comb and case this area, continuing to talk with co-workers of Zhao as well as family members, we're told. And at this point, as far as what's next, we did hear from DA Wagstaff that the sheriff's office has filed the case with the DA's office.
If you talk to his family members, or I don't know if they were his family members, then why would you check the phone to see if he called his wife? Is this? It doesn't make no sense, does it? It just don't make any sense, though. It don't add up. You would have known he called his wife because you talked to his family members, right? Isn't his wife his family member? A family member? Damn, man, this is shit.
And Zhao's arraignment is scheduled for tomorrow at 1:30. And at this point, we don't know the charges that have been filed against him yet. We will learn tomorrow. In the meantime, we'll keep you posted as new information comes out.
It doesn't work like that. When you're booked, you're charged. You don't take no extra day unless other newer charges are filed on you. You file right then and there, dude. Like, oh my god, these people think motherfuckers are stupid, man. You don't just get arrested and then you get charged fucking days later. No, you fucking get you right. You fucking charged then and there. Boom. Oh my god, man. I don't know, man. These motherfuckers is crazy, dude. Like, just like how Tupac got bailed. How do you get bailed out of prison and shit, man? You can't get bailed out of prison, man. You're a pretrial in jail, dude. Then when you go to prison, you're sentenced. Man, I'm telling you, dude, we're just crazy, man. That shit be slipping and shit. Like we don't like see that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see how that type of shit goes over our head, man. I don't see it. Like the fuck. They fucking really said Tupac got bailed out of jail, out of prison by Suge Knight. That I mean, I don't see how we seen that shit. The scenario, we didn't see the scenario. Just in this shit, it's like, oh, we're gonna see the charges get to tomorrow. You know, after like what? Okay, no, actually, you go to court. Okay, excuse me, my bad. You go to court, then you get charged. My bad. That's the what's the name? The arraignment. But it's like I don't know, man. It just don't make no sense, bro. It's just. I don't know. It just don't add up. Let's go, man. This shit's almost over.
We're live in Half Moon Bay. Stephanie Sierra, ABC 7 News.
All right. Well, Stephanie, as you mentioned, there's the hearing tomorrow. As for investigators, you mentioned they are combing the scene. They are talking to witnesses. What else is coming up in their process?
You know, at this point, Christian, it is hour by hour development. That's certainly what we're hearing, not only from our sources, but the investigators we've spoke with here on the scene. It's so early. A lot of these details are still being sorted out at this point. But what I can tell you is that, you know, there's a lot of concern, obviously, about that potential language barrier that I mentioned just a moment ago. Sounds like, you know, Zhao and the victims targeted here, there was some issue with not only whether it be with communication, but certainly with the fact that this was targeted. There was, you know, I asked detectives whether or not some of these victims were just sadly caught in the crossfire here, and we have been told that that was not the case.
How do you
How did they know that already?
Dude, how did they know? Go on and say it, man. How they? Damn, man. How the fuck would they know that, man?
You on mute.
Yeah, thanks. Hold on, let me send this link to BJ real quick. But damn, dude, like, how would they know that, man? Damn, I don't get it, man. What the fuck?
Say it was targeted. We definitely, how you know it's targeted, man? I mean, if there was a language barrier, how the hell y'all know it was targeted? I don't understand it, man.
It just, you know what I'm saying? It's bullshit, dude. It really is.
It's cheaper they just be quiet. Stop this damn. I don't know if it be the reporters that be reporting this shit and they just be throwing their own little narratives out there. What?
Man.
It sound goofy. It's cheaper they don't even just, you know what I mean?
Right. Man. Exactly, man. It's like, what? Man, these motherfuckers they crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? They're crazy and shit. And it's so what they're doing, they're talking about they're trying to push the language barrier so you could say that's the motive. You know what I'm saying? You could say that's the motive and shit. Oh yeah, he was frustrated because he didn't speak, you know, they couldn't communicate. So it's literally so they could throw out miscommunication. Literally, they could throw out. Oh,
could this be considered? Could this be considered a hate crime then? Because it's two different races. Hispanics against Asians.
Ooh.
See, they don't want to just come out and say that. So they gonna say language barrier.
Yo,
they full of BS.
What up? What up?
Hey, look, check this out, man. I got some emergency information to tell y'all. I just sent it to your messenger. We are no longer part of the United States of North America.
Say that again.
We are no longer part of the United States of North America. Pull up this thing that Biden signed on January 10th, 2023. It's called the Declaration of North America, connecting Canada and Mexico to the U.S. I just sent it to Frank.
You know what? We was talking about that, and then watch, they're gonna change the currency and shit, and it's gonna be called the Amero and shit. Yeah, damn, dude.
I just sent it to your messenger. You can pull it up.
They've been fucking trying to do this shit. That's crazy. Hold up.
Oh, so is that why they're trying to let the border open so they can get a certain percentage of citizens in here so they can citizenize them and make it American nationals or some shit. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know how that shit works.
Hold up. That's fucking wild. Hold up.
I mean, it did say Office of New America, so if they put that in, if they got it in every state and every city, or at least majority of states.
All right, I'll do it. Let me shit. Damn, that shit. Okay, today President Andres Manuel Lopez, our President Joseph R. Biden, and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau met in Mexico City for the 10th North American Leaders Summit. Now, the leaders are determined to fortify our region's security, prosperity, sustainability, and exclusiveness through commitments across 6 pillars: diversity, equality, inclusion, climate change, and the environment 3, competitiveness, migration, and development, health, and regional security. Damn. North America shares unique history and cultural emphasis, innovation, equitable development, and mutually beneficial trade to create exclusive economic opportunities for the benefit of our people. We are not just neighbors and partners. Our people share bonds and families and friendship and value. Above all else, freedom, justice, human rights. Where's the human rights? There ain't no damn human rights. Civil rights. Civil rights. That's why you give you civil rights. Anyway, equality. You see that? They mocking us. Equality and democracy. But you notice when we link with these motherfuckers and shit, now they want to talk about some human rights. But when we were just America, there were no human rights. So democracy in the North American DNA. Damn, that's burned. DNA. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. No wonder why you keep talking about equity. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, the foundational strength and vibrancy and resilience in countries. We focus on providing migrational communities, opportunities for all equal.
Oh, DNA, Frank. It's not the DNA you talking about. Democrats in Asians. DNA. This motherfucker. Hey, see, these motherfuckers are slick.
They are slick.
They slick, nigga. Well, why would you put DNA in there?
Right.
That ain't even fit.
Dude, this is not good, man. This is not good. You know what I'm saying? An equal participation in our democracies and economies, and then advantage and objectiveness. President Lopez Obrador, President Biden, Prime Minister Trudeau reiterated their joint commitment to protect civil rights. There we go. Promote racial justice and expand protections for LGBTQ. Why is that the first? Why is that? Damn, dude. Individuals deliver more equitable outcomes to all. In partnership, indigenous people, we are promote innovative, sustainable solutions, honor traditional knowledge, foster indigenous-led groups, drive job creation. What do you mean? We indigenous? Who are they trying to say? You know what I'm saying? Who are they talking about? We will continue our corporation to build societies. Cooperation to build cooperation. Excuse me, to build societies and indigenous women and girls, and live, learn, and led without fear through the working group and violence against indigenous women and girls. Indigenous women for all three countries will convene in the coming weeks, facilitate discussion about priorities and best practices, include areas of political, economic development, social development. The three countries also affirm our commitment to gender equality, empowerment, and women and girls in their diversity by aiming to improve financial and political support for women's and girls' rights. Like, what is it? Climate change. Oh, here we go. I'm about to put this on try to see if YouTube got a story about this right now, though. Mexico, the United States, and Canada recognize the critical nature of taking a rapid and coordination measure to tackle the climate crisis and respond to its consequences. This includes achieving our retrospective 2030 nationally determined contributions under a Paris Agreement and working together with other countries to keep 1.5 degree C temperature limited within reach. What? To promote and buy it from ambitious cuts emissions, we will come together to align approaches on estimating the social cost of greenhouse gas emissions. This shit is like, hold up, man. Hold up. Let me see. DNA, that's burn. How that shit. Hold up. Oh, girl, we got this reporter over here laughing about this shit. That shit was burnt, man. These motherfuckers play too much, man. You know, the psyops is just, you know what I'm saying, getting crazier and crazier right now. Oh, my bad. Excuse me. Such a declaration. That lets you know that North America is a what's the name? What's that shit called? A fucking
Communist takeover.
It's a fuck.
A continent?
Yeah, continent. That lets you know. You know what I'm saying?
The NFL fans don't understand.
Hold up. Okay, North American leaders hold the conference leaders summit. That's what that shit was. Some of the strong messages of migration. All right, fair use, 1976, section 107. This gives me fair use to report on this video for commentary and educational purposes. All right. Man, these commercials begin. Oops. Hold up.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be back here in Mexico City. I want to thank you, Mr. President, for hosting the Prime Minister and me for the 10th North American Leaders Summit. This is a magnificent forum. And we're true partners, the three of us, working together with mutual respect and a genuine like for one another to advance a safer and more prosperous future for all of our people. And the reason for this summit, this trilateral relationship, are so impactful is because we share a common vision for the future grounded on common values. And I mean that sincerely, common values we share in our countries. Since becoming president, I've been laser focused on rebuilding the U.S. economy from the bottom up and the middle out, not the trickle down economy. Because the
You know
bottom
that's a lie.
in the middle out, it works because the wealthy do very well and everybody else does well too. But everybody does well. And from the bottom up is means investing in priorities for working families. The United States has made historic bipartisan investments in infrastructure and innovation that are already beginning to deliver
What infrastructure?
to the American people. And I would argue it will ultimately reap benefits for the entire North America. We've renewed our dependence, deepened our cooperation with our closest friends and allies, none closer than Mexico and Canada, to take on the biggest challenges facing the region and, quite frankly, the world. Because there can no longer be any question, none, in today's interconnected world. We cannot wall ourselves off from shared problems. We are stronger and better when we work together, the three of us. And together, we've made enormous progress since our last summit, from fighting COVID-19 and strengthening our ability to address public health threats, to investing in and building a 21st century workforce. The top of our shared agenda today is keeping North America the most competitive, prosperous, and resilient economic region of the world. And the strength of our economic relationship among our nations not only supports good-paying jobs in all of our countries, but it generates tremendous growth. Now we're working to a future to strengthen our cooperation on supply chains and critical minerals so we can continue to accelerate in our efforts to build the technologies of tomorrow right here in North America. This summit also builds on the continual consultation and cooperation with one another to take on the challenges that impact all three of our nations. Our entire hemisphere is experiencing unprecedented levels of migration, greater than any time in history. And North America, at the North America Summit Leaders hosted in Washington in 2021, we launched the idea of a regional-wide approach to a regional-wide problem. The idea grew into the Los Angeles Declaration on Migration and Protection, which 21 countries ultimately adopted at the Summit of the Americas 6 months ago. And we're working together, especially with our North American partners, to fulfill our commitments under that declaration. They include the policy I announced last week to expand safe and legal pathways for immigrants from Nicaragua, Cuba, and Haiti. And we're seeking a better life here in the United States of America. We also want to thank you, Mr. President, for stepping up to receive into Mexico those not following the lawful pathways we've made available instead of attempting to unlawfully cross the border between our countries. On my way here, I stopped in El Paso, Texas, to see the situation with my own eyes and to meet with U.S. border security officials. It's putting real strain on the communities in both Mexico and the United States. We're working together to address this challenge in a way that upholds our nation's laws and protects the human rights of migrants facing desperate circumstances. We're also working together to take on the scourge of human smuggling and illegal drug trafficking. In just the last 6 months, our joint patrols in Mexico have resulted in the arrest of more than 7,000 human smugglers. We've seized more than 20,000 pounds of deadly fentanyl at the border. And today, we've discussed how all three of us can continue to deepen and strengthen our shared efforts to cut off the flow of illegal fentanyl, including by tackling the precursor chemicals used in synthetic drugs as we go after the laboratories where they're made and the stash houses where they're stored. We also talked about meeting our commitments to make North America a clean energy powerhouse, and I believe that's within our grasp, and a global leader in addressing the climate crisis. That means working together to promote zero-emissions vehicles, to build charging stations for electric vehicles that are compatible across our international borders. It means exploring shared markets for clean hydrogen. And it means working together to meet our ambitious commitments under the Paris Agreement, including tackling methane and black carbon. And finally, as three vibrant democracies, we recognize our greatest strength is our people. Let me say that again. Vital democracies, we are, and our greatest strength are our people, the strength of our people. And the key to our competitive edge in the world is our incredible diversity. So together, we're working to address the inequities that for too long have plagued historically marginalized communities in each of our nations, to make sure everyone gets a fair shot. It's one of the smartest investments we can make for our future.
What y'all think already, man? This shit sounds done. It just sounds like they're all coming together on the same agendas. That's what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to push us closer, like you were saying, to being one. And they're you're gonna put our currencies together too. What? I'm telling you, it's gonna be called the Amero. But you see it, y'all notice how you pushing climate control?
Yeah, I see it.
Certain narratives. Oh, LGBT rights, but see, it's funny because when we link to other motherfucking groups, then you see human rights when we're linked to other countries, right? But when it's just us, there's no human rights. You know what I'm saying? It's just civil rights. These motherfuckers trying to play like as if, oh yeah, human rights. Ain't no man, human rights. That's some that should other countries practice human rights, not the United States. You know, this is a corporation. Why would you practice human rights? You know what I'm saying? You practicing.
Can I ask you a question?
Get that money, yeah, go for
it. What are human rights? I thought your rights were given to you by God when you were born. When you came into earth, you had rights to do anything. So what is all this human rights? We fighting for human rights. How you gonna fight for something you already naturally entitled to have?
Ooh, that's bars right there. That's a good one, BG. That's right. That's bars.
Yeah, the bigger question should be, who is responsible for the violation of human rights? That should be the bigger question in the focus.
You know what? I'm gonna come back and say we are, because we let them do it.
Just like this with this what's name BJ was talking about with this money, with this central bank digital currency, man. They could turn your money off.
Well, wait a minute. In New York City, they said the daggone they got they got Chase banks. They said daggone they keep the Chase banks keep getting robbed, so they say they're not gonna let people get their money after 5 o'clock the ATM because they're getting too much crime.
Wow. So you're right. So they're already controlling. They're already doing forms of that shit already. How you gonna tell him when he can and can't get his money and shit? Let's see. That shit is crazy, though.
You know Macy's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had some illegal immigrants go in Macy's and stole $12,000 worth of merchandise.
But see, they know that money is that stuff is insured, dude. I mean, that is still a lot of money worth of shit. But that shit is insured like a motherfucker, dude. That shit is all accounted for. But see,
how can you steal $12,000 worth of shit from out of Macy's? I mean, what somebody is bagged up and just what? Shit in the trunk? I mean, what the fuck?
Would they steal the most expensive motherfucking they steal some beds or some motherfucker? Would they steal some motherfucking some watches or something, some Rolexes or something? Wow.
Do Macy's sell Rolexes?
I know that's what I'm saying. What is even Macy's even selling shit? Like nice fucking women shit for women though, right? Or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, they got pants and stuff. They got some stuff in there for daggone. Still $12,000 on Macy's. That's quite a bit.
Hey man, hey look, man, I'm telling
Hey,
you, dude.
look, if you steal something on $12,000 at Macy's, you ain't walking out there with no damn shopping bags. You need a truck.
Sound like it's orchestrated. This shit all sounds orchestrated, man. But see, they give us these stories, man, you know what I'm saying, to all push agendas and shit faster, you know. They want to do certain shit, but they don't want to just come out and say it or do it.
Well, Gavin Newsom said California needs gun control. People getting shot. They say they already say this year they had 32 mass shootings already.
And this shit just started, man, it's only been 20-something days, man. It hasn't even been 30-something days. How you get that? Damn, dude, come on, man. Dude.
Hey, Frank, pull up right now how many mass shootings have been in the U.S. in 2023. It might be 32. It might be some more.
But that's a Masonic number right there. All right, let me hold up.
It might be 33 now.
Damn, hold up. Yeah, this is direct. This is crazy right here. They about to link America and Mexico and all of up, and they're gonna make a currency. All right, so
are we at war?
That's what I'm saying. What is this all about?
See, Biden sent them tanks to Ukraine.
Oh yeah, yeah. Remember I said that yesterday. Hey, dude, I'm gonna have to play a clip about that too, man. Okay, how many? 39.
Oh, it went up then. Hey man.
Hey, wait up, man. Hold up, dude. Wait up.
It went up. It went up. It was 32 the other day. My bad. I can't keep up.
Wait, fair
Hey
use.
man, I can't keep up, Frank. I told you 32 the other day. I can't keep up.
Wait, hold up, man. Hold up. Fair use, man.
Another mass shooting claiming lives in California. The latest incident happening just south of San Francisco yesterday when a gunman opened fire, killing 7 people.
That shooting coming just 48 hours after 11 people were killed while celebrating the Lunar New Year at a dance studio in Monterey Park, California. Across the country, there have been 39 mass shootings just this year.
And now President Biden is calling for action on gun violence. CBS 4 anchor Naja Sherman joins us live with the latest. Naja?
Lauren and Elliot, California is reeling from the series of shootings that have claimed 19 lives just since Saturday. They happened at a ballroom, 2 farms, and a gas station.
Stop that shit right there. Stop that right there, man. Stop.
Why a lone gunman targeted 8 of his coworkers.
Wait a minute, man. A ballroom, a farm, and a gas station. Damn, somebody really doing some heavy plotting because 2 places where it could happen at a ballroom. But a farm and a gas station, dang, they got some unexpected locations here. A farm, come on, man.
Right. Random, most randomest shit. The randomest location.
All right, go ahead and finish it.
This shit is fun, dude.
Go ahead and finish it, man, so I can get another laugh. Shit. I'm laughing, man.
At 2 agricultural businesses Monday night, killing 7 of them.
All the evidence we have right now points to a workplace violence incident.
Investigators say 66-year-old Chun-Li Zhao worked at one of the farms and that he used a legally purchased semi-automatic handgun in the incidents.
There were no specific indicators that would have led us to believe that he was capable of something like this, and he was not known to us.
Police tackled and arrested the suspect after he drove himself to the police station.
He drove himself to the police station. Why didn't they just say he turned himself in? Why didn't they just say he turned himself in? Why did they say that? Why they gotta say? Damn,
hey, come on, man, stop, man. Hey, yo, I'm over here ready. You know they say he's 66 too. You heard him say he's 66 years old.
Listen to the numbers, dude. Ooh, man. Dude.
But look, he drove himself to the police station after the shooting. Come on, man, stop it, man. You believe that? You believe that, Shaq? Come on, man, stop it. You believe that?
Yo,
Shaq, what do you think,
he
man?
He Asian, right? Was he? I wonder, was he born in America? Was he?
Stop it, man. Hey, they make this stuff up so bad you almost don't want to believe.
But see, we're critical thinkers. This is different coming from our perspective and shit. Like the average person, you know what I'm saying? There's not even no you know, if you think about it, they don't got no damn common sense, let alone some common thinking. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no, you know, so they're not gonna put two and two together. Like they're not gonna fucking brainstorm.
That man drove himself to the police station, Frank. I'm done, man. I like, come on, man. Go ahead and finish it, man. Go ahead and finish it.
Lake County coroner has now identified all 11 people killed in that shooting, including 68-year-old Valentino Alvaro. His family says he loved people and his community and was the life of any party. Studio owner Mingwei Ma and Mei Mei Nan, whose family says she loved to dance, also died. Investigators are still trying to determine why the elderly Asian suspect targeted the dance studio. Police
Time out, man. Time out. Stop. They said 11 people. They only showed 3. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, how come they didn't show the rest of the people, man? Wow, bro. And why do they gotta say? Why do they gotta mention that he's elderly? What does that any of that have to do with it? They was trying to say.
Look at the names they gave you. They only gave you 3 names.
I told you that. Go ahead,
so
Frank. Go ahead.
3 agents. So the guy that did the shooting was Asian. The other two people was Asian. So what was the other 8 people? What was their nationality?
Yeah, where was the other motherfucker at the gas station and the motherfucker at the what's the name exactly? What was that? Ooh.
Go ahead and pull it back up, man. Go ahead. They're making me laugh.
A van hours after the killings. And late Monday, 1 person died and at least 7 others were injured at a shooting at a gas station in Oakland.
The U.S. has now had more mass shootings in 2023 than at this point in any other year on record.
Yeah, right, y'all. Come on, dude. Nah, dude. No. Bro, I thought there was a jacket when Obama was in office, dog. It was like 700 something. What? No, they be saying there's hundreds and something. 100. Remember last year they were saying it was like a.
Wait a minute, Frank. Right. Frank, what she's saying is, in this point, you'd had 39 shootings in less than a month. She trying to say that you on pace to break the record. That's what she's saying. I know what she's saying.
Come on, man. You had that many in 1 month in Chicago.
Now,
come on,
man. Now, let me tell you what's so bullshit about this. For 12 to 13 days in Richmond, Virginia, they said we didn't have 1 shooting for the first 12 to 13 days of the year. Okay? Or no death, better yet. So, if that's the case, and they say crime down here as far as killing, what the hell going on around the Western world? Where all these shootings coming from, man? And they won't even report. Now, look, this is the thing, Frank, to get me now. They weren't even reporting all these mass shootings until they were World Economic Forum. They weren't even doing that.
Exactly, bro.
Until they were not reporting these shootings.
That's what I was saying earlier. The World Economic Forum thing was that was all this type of stuff is a big distraction from that. That's what I was saying earlier and shit.
They started bringing up all these shootings around Martin Luther King Day and stuff. They ain't started. Wait a minute. You got 39 mass shootings. This shit should have been on news every day. We've been hearing about it over the weekend.
Exactly. We barely hit.
And then guess what? The mass shooting is concerning Asians. Ain't that Asian hate?
Damn. Just because it's an Asian doesn't it to another Asian? Isn't that Asian hate? How come in this case, the other one, they said the Asian killed a bunch of Mexicans. Why was it not? How come that's not a hate crime? We be dude. You
making Shaq get mad, man. Stop this shit, man. No, Shaq, like, what the hell wrong with these people, man?
The latest mass shooting, calling on Congress to act quickly and ban assault weapons. Naja Sherman, CS4 News.
Drop some more because my T-shirt sucks. Look at Gibson.
Hold on. Did they name the weapon that he used in these?
Nope.
No, he did not.
So how they just gonna say a ban assault?
Damn, man. I'm telling you, man.
Come on.
Them people slick, ain't they, man?
Stop it.
Hey, man. Them people slick, man.
Stop it.
Just control. They're doing it.
They're trying to set you up because they don't want you to have firepower for this damn tyrannical government. They got medical military grade style
Man, that man
weapons.
ain't shooting nobody. That man stabbed somebody with a. Hey man, that man ain't shooting nobody. He stabbed somebody with a knife and shit. The motherfucker say he shot somebody.
So you see how they do that, dude? It's like that's what I'm saying. That old ass man ain't shooting nobody, dude.
They ain't MO for real though. Shooting, they ain't shooting like that. They ain't really their MO like that for real. Unless he like a triad nigga or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
might be a member of the mafia.
From
Chak,
themselves.
Chak, is that hate speech? Chak, is that hate speech?
Okay, wait, let me see what Betty Boop talking about. They stealing from themselves. People money in the banks disappearing. Oh, that's right. The people a lot of people from fucking Bank of America money disappear. That's right. Claiming they paid your bill for you, but then they didn't. Man, that would happen to me. I can't prove it. Man, you can't prove it. You can't prove. That's what I'm saying. How would you? That would be hard to prove. You know what I'm saying? Like, and why are they gonna pay your bill for you for it? What's so? Why did you need them? See, like we're so dependent, dude. Like, why would I need you to pay my bill for me, dude? That's real, Betty Boo. That's real shit. It's tricky right now. You know what I'm saying? The shit, but see, that's what they kind of could start doing when they release this motherfucking central bank digital currency. BJ, you know about that, right? That central bank digital currency shit. They've been trying to push that shit. That's what they was talking about a little bit. What they was talking about in that World Economic Forum. That digital currency, man. Once we do that, they could control your money, man. They kind of already are. They can already kind of low key control your money still already anyway. But you could just switch your shit to another bank.
Chak, are we at war?
There's something going on for them to make moves like this.
I know, huh? Well, let me see.
Something
Let me play
going
that.
on.
Now wait a minute, Frank. Go to one more mass shooting video. Just do it. Just because that shit funny.
I played the other one. Okay, I'm gonna play the one I played earlier. The one I played earlier.
No. Just go with them. The 39 mass shooting and all that shit. Cause I want you to hear the language they use. My bad, man. I tell you 32 man shit. I fuck up sometime. Daggone, I can't keep up, man. They gonna too many of them to keep up, man. Hey, look, man. January 31st, they gonna tell you it's 100 of them. They said they had 50 mass shootings in the last 5 days. Man, people be running to get them guns up the way this shit going.
Damn, I know, huh?
That's all right, Shaq. We sending them guns. What's it?
Yeah, Jay Shannon, the why may not necessarily be an easy answer, but the frequency of these mass shootings is alarming. Already more than there have been days in the new year.
We've seen a spike in the last week. So I can say that we bumped up about 25%.
You just start reporting them this week.
Mark Bryant would know these things. His website, the Gun Violence Archive, tracks all sorts of gun violence around the country. And this month, the data points to 39 mass shootings this month. Shootings where 4 or more have been at least injured. 5 of the shootings have been in Florida, including the Martin Luther King Day shooting in Fort Pierce that left 1 dead and 7 injured.
It really boils down to simple math. More people have more guns. The guns are capable of carrying 30, 60, 100 round magazines. So it's really boiling down to math. You have more people.
How you know that?
Guns, more anger.
Anger is one thing Bryant points to when looking for underlying reasons.
It's becoming a concern.
Criminologist and author Dr. Debbie Goodman in Miami says gunmen may also be spurred on by other shootings.
For me as a criminologist, they are very purposeful.
Hold up.
Sometimes it's enough of a tipping point, if you will.
Chak, I'll be saying that all the time, right? Don't I be saying that? They try to make it seem like it's copycat. That's why they keep doing this shit. These over and over again, these mass shootings and shit. And then they can try to say, oh, well, there's a spike because motherfuckers been copycatting. Nah, y'all just using the same scenario and switching it up. The ballroom and celebration are the Japanese. Their own people did that. That's what I'm saying. Why is it even? I don't understand how y'all making a big deal and talking about Asian this and the community's mourning when it was one of their own that did it. I don't. What is? See, they don't do that when we get shot up in the hood and shit. We don't be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, the community's mourning and all this shit. They don't do that then and shit.
Was that a drug deal going back?
Ooh, Was it
Was it
some
a bad
fentanyl?
shipment or something? Somebody, we don't know. We need
Was
to
it some
know have answers.
fentanyl? Was it a
There we
fentanyl
go. Was it
fight or
fentanyl
something?
involved? A
Mm.
pickup spot? Was it a drop spot?
Did
Ballroom.
you?
Motherfucking agents in the ballroom doing it in America. Man, that's a motherfucking shit. That's a goddamn hey, excuse my language. That sounds like one of them damn fronts. The shell front. Hey, Lord. Hey, barn, a ballroom, and a what is that? Gas station. Boy, stop.
I was looking for a nail salon.
I know.
Nah, that's too obvious.
You think it is kind of too obvious.
And when
They
they
give you
do
some
see
Uncle Hall
others
shit.
who
That
have
should have
done
been.
it and now they're in the spotlight, so to speak.
And that leaves many struggling with the stress and anxiety.
Like you really tell me if motherfuckers are really doing the shootings, them motherfuckers, your life is over. You either gonna get shot, killed, or you're gonna go to fucking prison for life. So what spotlight? What are you trying to say? These motherfuckers doing this shit for clout? Is that what she trying to say? This shit is all fake, dude. These motherfuckers play
Of a violent first month and wonder where it all leads.
I do believe
a clip of some black people at a school, and then they talking about violence for this first month. You see how they do it? They got to equate us in that shit somehow. You know, even though the 3 mass shootings wasn't us, but then they got to put a clip of motherfuckers that look like us. Interesting.
strongly as a criminologist that we should be always mindful daily of safety, security, and survival.
And that really is likely the effect this may be having on all of us. The thought now that this can happen anytime and anywhere. Live in West Palm Beach.
That's life, motherfucker. You can get shot fucking walking your doggy. What are you talking about? What is he talking about? You see how they do that to try to program you to be scared? Fear-based shit. Y'all see that? Oh, this is, puts the thought and it's traumatic, for all of us, because all of us are thinking at any time this could happen to us. Really, bro? No, motherfuckers like us ain't thinking about this shit, because guess what? We know this shit is a bunch of bullshit. Critical thinkers ain't thinking about that shit because it's the same old script being recycled. Same old. Just different motherfuckers. Different crisis actors. You feel me? Like
Beach. Matt Cesny, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Yeah, I'm a
Crazy.
self-taught. I'm a criminologist too. I'm self-taught, and I observe this and say I think it's drug related. You're not adding up. I think it's drug related.
Hey, well, look. Let me run off. I'm going back to sleep, but yeah, this is kind of entertaining. I just wanted to, I had woke up and I wanted to show you that Biden thing with that DNA, but I mean with the Declaration of New America. I mean, goddamn, no, whatever. I messed up again. Shit, it's all right.
word, man. Yeah, man. Shit, man. Good looking out for coming on, man. This shit is crazy, man. This is gonna keep going on, man. And like I was saying and shit earlier about that, before you bounce, so what you think about that digital, the central bank digital currency? What you think about that shit, man?
Shit, I want to know when they get the party started. They're going so the run on the bank to happen. You saw what happened on the Simpsons episode I posted in 2010 when they had to run on the banks.
I'm
You know, a lot of countries starting to buy their gold, man. I was listening to Darren Muhammad earlier. They said a lot of countries are starting to buy gold because they don't want to get tied to the central bank digital currency.
Ooh, see that? You know what? That's what old boy was saying. But Shaq, right, when I was playing the clip, but at the same time, old boy was talking about some kind of Bitcoin and shit. I'm like, you know, I don't know about that damn Bitcoin. I'll just go with like you know what I'm saying, with the gold, man, or the silver, dude, because that shit is tangible as a motherfucker. You know, you got all these people talking about, oh, Tim, we need tangible stuff, reparations. No, they ain't talking about nothing about no gold and no silver. They're talking about some damn money. Like we like people lead our people astray, man. Like really though, they really do, man. You know what I'm saying? They get these platforms and shit, and they got thousands of motherfucking subscribers and shit, and they tell us a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? You know, a bunch of BS, man, to mislead us, man. Right? What y'all think, man? Before you go, BJ, what y'all think? Any kind of reparations, it shouldn't just be no damn money. What y'all think? Go Shaq. Go Shaq bounce.
No,
BJ, what you think? I think Shaq got off. But what you think before you go? What you think about the reparation thing, man? Don't you think it should be some gold, silver, some kind of land and shit, or you think it should just be money?
Gold, silver, territory, and we don't need no Jewish people involved.
Oh shit, dude, that's bars right there. Because they're always in our little affairs, man. You know what I'm saying? They're always in our affairs. You're right, man. These misleaders, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers that we call leaders and shit are the reason. You know what I'm saying? They in bed with these people, man. You know, and that's what the civil rights movement was about. It was about those two groups. You know, our misleaders and these people getting together, man, and trying to make it seem like they were doing something for us, but you know, they was basically just doing something for the Creed people. You know, it was all psyop, man. You know what I'm saying? But because like you just said, it shouldn't be no human rights or really no civil rights. It should just be some fucking moral, ethical rights, some natural rights. You know what I'm saying? As a human, that you should have. That's a good point. You know what I'm saying? That's real, man. But yeah, man, these shit's a stage, man. It's psyops all across the globe. You know, I mean, all across the United States. That lets you know a lot of shit is up because guess what? You know what I'm saying? Guess what? You know, these motherfuckers basically saying, you know, fucking 39 mass shootings and shit this year. That lets you know something's up right there. You know, it's like, how is that much already this year? You see what I'm saying? They letting you know that there's an agenda. There's a couple different things they're gonna try to do in that agenda. They're gonna try to take away guns. You see what I'm saying? And they're gonna try to you know, push more harsher laws. Period. To fill these damn prisons up, man. You got to take away the guns and fill the prisons up. You got to do both, you know, simultaneously, man. And you got to make it seem like you're not doing that, you know, by saying some stupid shit like democracy. Oh, the democratic. We're making this and pushing so it could be a safer democracy for the rest of it. Like, wow, man. That shit is crazy, BJ. That shit is fucking crazy, man. Word, man. Yeah, but shit, thanks for jumping on, man. You know what I'm saying? Word, man. Word. Shout out your information, man. You feel me? Yo, BJ. Yo. Word up, word up. So yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get my ass off here, man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to, you know, Shaq and BJ for jumping on here, man. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So just think, man, y'all just stay vigilant, man, and stay vigilant, stay tuned, and stay out of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's real. You know, stop falling for the okie doke. Don't fall for the okie doke. Just, you know, remember, man, and know that these people are definitely controlling the narrative, and they want full dominance and control over this country and over other countries. You know what I'm saying? These people are all working together. While we're not working together, these people are working together. You see what I'm saying? To basically, you know what I'm saying? To just keep us under control and make it seem like and make us that much more divided as we go. You see what I'm saying? That it's crazy. So let me read Betty Boop's you know what I'm saying, message as well before I go. Then people started out dark skin. Then they a lot of people in the Bible, a lot of, and his two daughters, the daughters of so-called white man turned them into light skinned people who was the man that killed himself in the van? Exactly. That was supposed to be the other guy from that Half Moon shooting. But it's like, how did they find the van? How did they even know the van was linked? This is bullshit. God is turning them against each other. Don't know what's going on in time with his place. Go to it's going to get chaos. And all we got to do is sit back and look at it. Stay the hell away, man. That's all we exactly. But man, we just got to come together too, man. It's like, you know, we got to keep it in his hands, but at the same time, once we come the more we come together, you know what I mean, the more you know, we can strategize and plan against this shit, man, because there's no planning, no strategy against this right now, man. It's just a free for all, just madness right now. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Good looking out for tuning in. You know, I'll probably do another video on Saturday or Sunday or something like that. Word, man. You know what I'm saying? Just stay vigilant, man. Stay out the way. Stay tuned, man. You see what I'm saying? Because this shit is wild. It's really wild. You see what I'm saying? This is really wild. And yeah, this shit is going on, man, in real time. These people basically want to take control of everything, man, and control our lives. You see what I'm saying? You have no control. You have damn hell. You have no freedom. You see what I'm saying? I just want y'all to think about that, man. Once these people get this currency, it's a wrap. They're really going to have more control than you think. You see what I'm saying? It's enough that you have private investors and property management in these groups and stuff like that, owning these apartments and, you know, houses and stuff like that, man. And it's like that gives people control over you right there. You see what I'm saying? And these people are going to be coming together. So you got Bill Gates and you got you know, other countries and people like that. You know what I'm saying? Buying up word Chak. You know what I'm saying? These people, you got people like coming through and buying up other countries or buying up parts of this country, man. So what does that tell you right there? You know what I'm saying, Chak? It's just like you got these people, you know, buying up this country, man. So that right there is control. Why are you letting foreigners come through and buy real estate and not letting the people buy real estate? It's like,
well, it pretty much would have sounded like what they trying to make with this kind of this Mexico thing. Like they pretty much done sold the country, man, out from up under us, man. To anybody that's willing to you know, come in and make a purchase, dude. We prisoners of war, man.
Ooh, this is real POW, exactly. We're not looking at it like that, but see, we you know, our government and, you know what I'm saying, these people in this country, they let us get on TikTok for more than 40 minutes a day. You know what I'm saying? They let us act the fool. They let, you know, they make it to where there's dumbass content on you know what I'm saying, on you know, on this social media and the internet, and they make it to where we fall and stay distracted and shit from bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's crazy, man. I mean, I just don't understand. But we're so divided, man. You got sex, right? That divides us right there. You know what I'm saying? Sex. You know what I'm saying? Men and women. You got you see what I'm saying? So-called race. You know what I'm saying? You know, that divides us.
Nah, that's a thing. That's a real thing. It just depends on who's manipulating.
Right. Right. That's true. But just all these things, man. Black, white, tall, skinny, man. It's just so much different division. Democrat and Republican is some of the biggest divisive things, man. I'm telling you, man.
Liberal, conservative.
Right, and you got people, you know, they got us calling us a misnomer, calling us something that we're not, which is black, right? We call each other black, ourselves black. We're not that. You see what I'm saying? And it's crazy too, how they got it, you know what I'm saying? It's just they're just manipulating us, man, like a motherfucker on so many different scales and so many different levels. So you know, it's just like, so if they got us using misnomers against each other, then they can have us doing anything and thinking any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's just a psychological warfare. It's basically programming and conditioning, man, like a motherfucker to its finest. And that's exactly what we're doing, conditioning. You know what I'm saying? We're under condition. We're under a spell right now. It's like that's exactly what it is and shit, man. You know? We put certain shit out in the ethers all day and shit. You spelling right there, you know? You casting spell. You know what I'm saying? You cursing. Right? So it's just man, it's crazy, man. But I'm just like, I'm really tripping off the fact that we really it's just not registering. This is not clicking to us, man. We're not interested in stuff like that, man. Even if You know, we're interested in the bullshit. We're interested in Love and Hip Hop, Real Lives Housewives of Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? TikTok. We're interested in stuff that is the least shit. That's the stuff that's really the least interesting we're into. That's what's crazy. You see what I'm saying? And the stuff that we should be into, that's real deal. You know what I'm saying? We're not into. This is mind boggling, man. You know, they got us in the Arrested Development like a motherfucker, man. Are we really on like motherfuckers really on some like 40 going on 14 type shit, you know? Listen to the music.
Wow.
Listen to the hip hop and shit that they be playing, man. These motherfuckers be talking about the dumbest shit, you know? Listen to the shit that the women rap about. Stupid as shit. Shaking their ass and getting the dude for his money and you know what I'm saying? And you know, making sure a nigga eats her pussy and just stupid as dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? And so we go for it, man. This dude talking about he's a thug and he's gonna shoot this and that and shoot somebody that look like him and you know and it's wild, man. Getting you know talking about how much money he got and you know basically bragging. It's just like wow, man.
Motherfuckers we scamming each other and shit.
Exactly, man.
Boy, that shit crazy, boy.
Basically
That's
getting
tough
over on
everywhere.
getting over on somebody that look like you, man. Wow, man. But we talk about white supremacy and racism, right? We talk about that all day. Right? The leftists, you know what I'm saying? They talk that shit, but at the same time, the leftists, they back Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and all this crazy ratchet hip hop. But it's just like, And then y'all talk about gun violence, you know what I'm saying, and this and that. And y'all talk about violence in the community, and y'all backing the single mothers hitting the dads up for child support. Y'all back them. Why do you back them, dude? That's dysfunctional, dude. I mean, in certain cases, yeah, you know, they might be in the right. Why would you be backing something dysfunctional like that? Because you know it's dysfunctional. You know it's gonna fuck up the home. Simple as that. You see what I'm saying? You know that the kids ain't gonna have no guidance or no kind of substance or anything like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what makes the criminal. And we go again back with the prison industrial complex. That's what makes the impoverished person. That's what makes the independent mom, independent. I'm an independent bitch. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Right.
All these things trigger this certain shit, certain negative, bad, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it, all these things contribute to that. A lot of these things that the Democrats push contribute to that. But that lets you know Democrat and Republican are full of shit because guess what? Any of those groups shouldn't be pushing any of that. But they pushing it. And you paying taxes to these people and you are voting for these idiots, right? You putting these motherfuckers right. Even though the voting, you know, your vote doesn't count and you're not really, especially with the president. Because what did Mark Twain say? He said, you know what I'm saying? What Mark Twain said, you know, what he say? He said, you thinking, no, he said, if voting really worked, they wouldn't let you do it. That's true.
Well, we still don't really know how voting works for real. And what do they mean when you actually vote compared to when they vote or some shit, you know? Because if you go back and trace in history, that's another reason how we lost lost our nationality and status because we wanted to participate in their government. Some by force, a lot of it was by force, some of it was by, coercion, miseducation, Hey, when you come in, you want to vote? Okay, well, yeah, you got to. Oh, but you can only vote upon this status, color.
Yep. And then I heard a tape to where what's the name was it was crazy because what's the name was saying John Lewis was saying that they were voting and stuff like that and they were voting and then the motherfuckers was saying that if they vote that they would get their land taken and shit and they were still voting. Why would you?
See what I'm saying?
We
So
really
we
went.
had all these tricks and shit that they put in, catch-22s and stuff.
Mm,
Different language barriers and shit. They, contracts.
right.
They always get you with the contract.
Yep.
Paper
Everything's
genocide.
verbal and non-verbal. That's so true. That's so true. Verbal agreements
We
and shit.
keep
That shit's burnt. What you gonna say?
no, not to interrupt. That's why we keep mentioning Ice Cube because he knew exactly what language to speak. He's speaking them contracts, the contractual agreement. You know what I mean? Terms and conditions, all that bullshit. These other people talking about. He tried that. They're marching and shit and all that. Man, we gotta educate ourselves and learn the game, dude. If you're gonna, we already participate. We spending taxes. We already paying taxes, so we already participate. You voting.
Oh shit. That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Right.
Let's talk about these contracts. What contract are you willing to sign? What are the terms and conditions are you willing to sign? Let's sit at the table and negotiate that.
Shit, even marriage is a contract.
There you go.
That's how you know that shit. That shit's corporate too, dude. Like, you know, that shit is corporate, man. It's a business.
But we've been so what's the word? Program we've been programmed so much and miseducated that we even lazy in that paperwork, right? Because marriage is a contract. So me and my boy Stites, we talk about the contract agreement. Why when we sit down and write our own contract,
Right.
terms from top bottom, everything that we want, get it notarized. You know, it sounds like the vows. Like, wait a minute. We get it notarized, you know what I'm saying, between me and my partner, right?
Right.
We get that notarized, and that's our contract of agreement. So we don't have to go to the courts and let them delegate and be the third party. No, we already got this already mapped out how this gonna go. If we decide, if somebody die, somebody get a medical end, lose the job. If we pass away, we got all this shit. We done wrote all this out, and we done signed the document. We reach the terms, and we get it, notarized, get a notary on it. But see, we've been so lazy and so privileged on certain things because we just go with what the government say. You can write your own contract up. You don't have to go with what they say. Write your own contract up.
Right.
And you agree to your own terms of your contract. Marriage contract. What we call the contract agreement, men style.
Right. That's exactly what it is and shit.
It works out for both parties. It don't just work out for the woman in that situation because we actually sitting down and we going through this step by step. Hey, however long it takes for us to get that rope. You know what I mean?
You look, you sign each other over to each other.
Yeah, beneficiaries. Yeah.
You're right. So, oh shit, that's the perfect way to break that shit down. You broke that shit down. That's exactly what that shit is. So see, we don't be, man. It's just like, but see, grown people and shit. You don't even have to be 40 or in your 40, damn near 40 like me and shit. But still, man, like, damn, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Adult is an adult, man. Why are cats not on this level, man? You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many different distractions, so much different bullshit that has nothing to do with anything. You know what I'm saying? But we think it. We're so brainwashed and conditioned that we think it does. We think that shit has something to do with you. You know what I'm saying? But it don't. See, the so-called black chick gang banging for gang banging shit. I'm telling you, dude, the gossip drama shit, and the dating and the gender war shit. Those are the big things. The so-called black whatever the fuck on YouTube right now that's hot. You know that you'll get a lot of views for. But you talk this shit, this good shit, this truth, facts, and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you're not going to get views like that from other so-called black people. See, I don't want to hear nothing about no racism or white supremacy no more because we don't even speak to each other in public. So especially out here in California, especially with all this gangbang culture shit they got out here. I don't really want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, the white man did this to me, and the white man, okay, but we don't speak to each other. So is that the white man's fault? No. Oh, because slavery has nothing to do with that. It's the environment we're in right now, the climate, in society. You see what I'm saying? Y'all so conditioned and so brainwashed and so conditioned that you know what I'm saying? You fucking that's your culture now. Ooh. That's the culture out here, is to fucking look at each other crazy and not speak and ignore him if he does say what's up to you. But guess what? You act like that towards the European, especially the European cop. Ooh. I'm not gonna act like that towards the Mexicans because you know the Mexicans is deep as fuck, and you know the Mexicans be gang banging too, and they don't play. So I don't know. I guess we just gonna act like that to each other, towards each other, because it's easy. We don't want to do nothing hard. Coming together, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? To us, it's hard anyway. To other groups, that shit's easy as
Trying to
pie.
vote. That system ain't work for us like that, man. Because guess what? It ain't work for us like that, man. We don't know how to use it and manipulate it. We're being manipulated in it. In this system because think about it. We vote so far. People vote for the people that's supposed to be your interest. Vote for your interest, supposed. No, man, you got to pull your money together and invest in that politician and that policy that you want.
That's what they Claude Anderson
Yeah,
did.
you got to pull your money together. Yeah, you got to pay these politicians. You got to pull your money together and pay these motherfuckers. That's the game. You in politics. I mean, you can't get it. There's no way to escape it. You know what I mean?
Right, because the lobbyists
no
in the special group they pay them off, and shit gets done. But we think just voting for them is no sense, bro. Damn, that's backwards, huh? If the lobbyists and the bankers did the same shit we did, and just voted for the motherfuckers and not gave them no money, they would be treating them like that, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You snub. That's literally snubbing motherfuckers, ignoring them like come on.
But they got you thinking your vote is really you really voting, but really you not. They're just making you part of the. They're just making you feel comfortable being part of the process. You want to run her with a goddamn stick on your chest like you in third grade.
That's that, man. Man,
the mind control is deep, boy.
It's deep. It hits your subconscious before it even hits your mind to the point where fuck around and brings you back to elementary school. I got that golden sticker, you know what I'm saying? And you have to do the blue ribbon system because you can't keep leave any of these kids out. So guess what? You got to give everybody a sticker now. And guess what? That's when the immigration come in. You got to give them citizenship. You got to give them driver's license. You got to. That's where the LGBT. But see, my back. I can't say that LGBT because they pay they put their money where their mouth is and shit. That's what that is and shit. And a lot of these people running the show behind the scenes are LGBT. So you know what I'm saying? But these other people get it. We don't. Other people still get, even if you're not married like out down the aisle type shit, they still get married. They still have some kind of commitment, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not literally marrying, a commitment is what you do. Does that make sense?
You don't
be bullshit. What you gonna say?
Because like I said, common law can trump some of this shit. But you got to know what's going on because, like you said, you could be married in common law. You could be joined together in common law. It's man.
Yeah, no, you're right because
you're
right, bro. You're right, and you're right. There's different it's different everything for common law. That's true. You know what I'm saying? And they're not going by they're not going by none of that, man. Just like they're not going by the natural rights and shit, or no, even human rights. They're not going by none of that. They go, you know what I'm saying? They're going by some shit they gave you, which is civil rights. Like niggas civil fucking sitting at the table, fucking eating in a certain kind of way. That's civil, bro.
Contract, man. Bill of Rights. It's a contract.
Yeah, it's contract.
Constitution. It's a contract.
But damn,
Emancipation Proclamation is not a contract. That wasn't no contract.
Right, proclaiming, and then trying to set free and then proclaiming is not. That's bullshit. It's like, what are you proclaiming? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, dude. These motherfuckers is slick as hell, man. It's oil, man. These motherfuckers are slick. These motherfuckers know what the hell they doing, though, man. But at the same time, if we rose up, man, we'd be a force to be reckoned with too. But just so many different distractions. And I think, you know what? I just thought about this. I think that's another reason why they're making and pushing like this LGBT and pushing the trans and pushing all that, pushing this different stuff for more division. Different type of person, different type of people for more division. Okay, so then they have to have their own community now. You feel me? Then the Asians
Right.
have to have their own community, and the blacks we don't have no communities. We have neighborhoods and shit because we don't own nothing in those communities. But where we live, the Asians have their own
But see, the
neighborhoods.
trick is
They
not to
used to
cut you, but they get to have their own so-called community per se, but they still want to come in your community and be involved in your community and push their agendas on your community.
And their racism too, man. They talk, oh man, you know where I'm from, man. You know I'm oppressed and where I live and my country.
LGBT is the new racism, man.
They do,
LGBT
man.
and anti-Semitism is a new racism.
That is though.
They hide behind that now. Let's discriminate against.
Yeah, because you can't say nothing about these people, man. Like, but they can say all types of stuff about you, and you got all these motherfuckers. You got DeSantis. See, this is DeSantis. This motherfucker talking about he want to get rid of African American studies in his state. But see, okay, he knows. See, DeSantis know that it's all about nationality for one. And for two, he knows. You know what I'm saying? That we not African, but at the same time, he trying to be funny. Because there really is no African American. You can't put they're two different continents. You can't cram them together like that and make a person. But he trying to be funny though, see, at the same time, and trying to dog whistle because other motherfuckers, they're not knowing what me and you knowing and what DeSantis is knowing. They think race all the fucking time. White people see Bianchi say that, we think and other cats be talking about we be thinking race, but so do they though. So do they. See, back in the day, they wanted to segregate from us because they hated us. We wanted to integrate with them because we love them. Ooh, damn. Dude. Why would you want to?
Why we get to be African Americans after what 300 years? How all of a sudden we get to be African American? Technically, by their definition of native, wouldn't we be a native to America? Wasn't we born here on this soil?
Dude, or not? Technically, that's exactly, dude. A native is man. You're in a certain kind of space, living space in a certain area for a certain amount of time. That's exactly what that shit like. You're right. Very.
So how is they claiming
really,
African American? I just don't understand that.
See, and they do that. You know why they do that and shit? Because the Africans can get deported. You can't get deported. You commit a crime, and you know why they do that too? To link you and try to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, you're a legal alien like the rest of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Just like if the reparations thing, they're gonna link you to being like a immigrant, bro. But see, these other immigrants have nationalities, ooh, and we don't, so they can fuck you and shit with that immigrant shit.
Yeah. And they try to keep you pigeonholed to being African American or black. Like you said, that's taking away. They continue want to take you away from your heritage, your lineage, your genealogy, your nationality. They ain't talking about nothing about nationality, but they definitely talking about giving citizenship to these foreigners, migrants, immigrants. They ain't saying nothing about your black ass. They ain't saying nothing about renewing your citizenship, renewing your nationality, restoring your nationality, upgrading you to, you know what I'm saying, second class or first class citizen. They ain't saying anything about that. That's, you know what I mean? That's all part of a reparation. You're going to repair a nation.
And you see how cats, like, once again, I gotta say it again. I don't gotta necessarily say no names, but motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. These motherfuckers talking about, oh man, cash payments. A gang of YouTubers, a gang of YouTubers with a lot of followers to keep saying that, and I'm like, that's dangerous. Oh man, no, you got to cut the check. If it ain't cash payments, then I don't want. Like, what? Are y'all serious, bro? Like, y'all motherfuckers, see, y'all the part of the problem, dude. And then y'all definitely have to be some part of some kind of societies too, because why would you be pushing that? I mean, y'all can't be ignorant like that, man. Fuck a cash payment, dude. Give me cash, give me land, give me gold, give me everything you took from me. I don't understand. Like, what's so hard? You know what I'm saying? We had banks and shit. We had hundreds of banks.
The opportunity to go back to the opportunity to be able to, the opportunity to be able to buy and sell on my own terms. You know what I mean? A lot of these people get to come to this country, they get to open up businesses, buy and sell, distribute, sell. You know what I mean? doing business as DBA. They get to do business as. I mean, we could do it too if we learn these certain things, but we so bogged down and want to go to their colleges and shit like that and still get indoctrinated and schooled by them. That's taking you far away from what your goal of being, they're taking you far away from who you are.
Oh, big time.
You going to school to disagree, the degree. You glad to get a degree? You downgrading yourself. Why can't it be the ugly? Why it's got to be a degree?
Man, doesn't D mean take away from, dude? Like, damn, man. Like,
what are you taking away? You're taking away your nationality. You're taking away your
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You're taking away your common sense, taking away your universal intelligence, and you're being smart. You're being educated by their system.
We talk all this stuff, man. Oh, the schools are failing, but man, okay, aren't these white schools, dude? See, we don't see. That's what I don't like is these Republicans, dude. You know what I'm saying? No offense, but even like the European like they put, oh man, their schools are failing, this and that. Motherfucker, these are white established schools, man. This whole fucking system is white, man. So called. It's like, so what is? Oh, it don't matter if it's a school in our neighborhoods or not, man. But I mean, some of them might be black ran or whatever, but this whole shit and this whole establishment, this whole environment and society is white, dude. They made all that shit. Even though we taught them and shit. That's in curriculums.
The research, the case studies.
Excuse me.
The curriculums, the case studies, the research is per them. And if you don't, if it ain't certified by their boards on all levels, right?
Right. That's true.
So you're not validated per se in their system. You're not validated. You had to go through their certification, get certified.
We be falling off, dude. We be hella falling off, man. Like, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I agree. But see, nationality is key too, man. It's just like that's why I'm just tripping and shit off this shit because it's like, damn, man. They took our shit from us. And see, the thing is with the Creed people, they're a fake. See, they try to make it like this national. Like, see, you try to make a religion a nationality, right? You try to make the religion a nationality, but you know what I'm saying. And then see, that's false and de facto right there. But at the same time, y'all took our nationality though. So they could give and try, you know what I'm saying? They could give somebody a status and take away, because that lets you know they could take away people's status. Wait, hold up. Wait, they said Dr. Seb. Wait, hold up. They said Dr. Sebi's son. Hold up. Is in court for something. Let me see. And see, you remember how they try to take? See, they in the foods, everything. It's just crazy. Chak, it's crazy, man. All this shit's going on. Hold up.
Yeah, they want to keep you in they want to keep us in a lesser than state of mind. What do you think they think these states is? State status.
You ain't fucking bullshitting.
They telling us we agree by default. We in agreement with
We're agreeing by default that we're agreeing to the non-status. We're agreeing to the black. And I mean, if you think about it, I'll be telling people, it's just like, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? How could you, claim and agree to something that's not even black's not even a color though? I don't get it.
Man, we are the end. See, they changed. And this is what happens too. They changed languages. I mean, they changed different dialects and spellings and pronunciations and stuff in the go. Indian. Indigo. Look up the word. What does indigo mean?
Indigo. Okay. All right, hold up. I got thing I do right here. Hold on, man. Is a deep color close to the color wheel blue, a primary color in RGB color space, as well as the some various ultramarine, based on the ancient dye of the same name. The word indigo comes from the Latin word indicum, meaning Indian. As the dye was originally exported from Europe from India. Damn, man. We just call it, but see, that's what I don't like too. We follow after we following after them too. What I don't like, because now all of a sudden everybody talking about woke. Oh man, this is woke, and then I didn't like. The other day I was watching something. I was on a what's the name, right? I was on a YouTube page for what's the name for fucking I guess the new what's the name, the Marvel movie. I guess the Ant-Man gonna have Conqueror, and the King Conqueror is the same dude that's gonna be in Creed, the new Creed. Jonathan Winters or something, Weathers or something like Winters. You know, and then one of the dudes started saying, "Oh, this is woke as fuck. I'm not gonna watch this." You know what I'm saying? It's like, so see, this is what I'm talking about. That woke shit is kind of like a code word. That shit's some code word shit, like, you know what I'm saying? For like, but see, dude, I thought it was for some leftist shit y'all was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was mainly something for leftist. But see, we used to use woke fucking 10, 15 years ago back in the day, and see y'all use one of our words and flipped it against us and made it a negative. It used to be a positive, man. Yeah, this motherfucker, we woke and we know. You know what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden, y'all use it as a negative toward, you know what I'm saying, towards leftist shit. Why y'all got to link every black person to being a leftist? You feel me though, Shaq? Who's to say I'm not a conservative, right? Who's to say that this motherfucker playing King the Conqueror on the new movie? Who's to say he's not a conservative? You see how they do
What
us?
Is this here? What movie you talking about?
That the new Ant-Man, the quantum realm or something, and there's another, and he's gonna in the new Avengers, Kang is gonna be in that too. It's the black dude that plays Creed in the new I mean not Creed, excuse me. The black dude that's gonna play Creed's homie in the new Creed. There we go. But he's gonna end up fighting him and shit. So he's been in a couple movies. But you know, gonna try to, just because it's you know, oh well he's black, you know, just because it's a black character, like, and they changed the character up. I don't like that shit. Just like they was, you know, the Little Mermaid, even though, you know, I don't care about none of that shit, and I don't like Disney, I don't promote Disney. But it just shows how racist the Disney fans are, and just how full of shit these motherfuckers are, right? So basically, you know what I'm saying? What's the name, had 120 something, no, 1.2 million dislikes, that Little Mermaid movie. You know that?
Wow. It's because they made it black.
Exactly.
But those things like that do show how people are still programmed, psychologically programmed, which is race shit. I'm better than you think.
Yes.
You know, they expose themselves because hey, if there's 8 billion people on this planet, you mean to tell me there's just one mermaid of one ethnic group? Dude, stop it. It's like it ain't no one cowboy or no one ethnic group. See, that's, you know, it ain't no one Indian or no one.
It's like
you indigenous to your land. You could be an Indian. You indigenous to your land.
Right. But it's a fictional character too. These motherfuckers act like that over fictional. It's weird to me, dude. This shit is made up, bro. It's make believe, man. You acting like that. See, that lets you know that you know they have to be in the position of some kind of power in their mind, or some kind of dominance, or some type of hero. They got to be the hero. They got to be the ones to save the day. You know what I'm saying? It's psychological with them, dude. Because like you said, you're
That's
right.
the inferiority complex.
They're yes. Yeah.
Francis Cress Wilson talked about, man. The inferiority complex.
It's not white supremacy. It's white inferiority. That's what. How come we don't say that? Why don't we say white inferiority? Why do we say supremacy?
I mean, it's obvious because if y'all are, I mean, come on, Frank. If they're supposedly, and we talking about pale people, if they're supposedly their gene's supposed to be a lesser gene, it's a recessive gene, you know, not saying that's good or bad, and their population is supposed to be globally, right? It's not as the so-called heavily melanated, copper colored, carbon people.
Right.
Come on, man. But everything you number one in everything, dude. You make yourself number one in every.
Yep, because they're Jesus and they're Santa Claus and they're ooh man, oh man. That's psychological right
First
there.
of all, y'all don't know nothing about no goddamn picking no goddamn cotton or no damn sweet potatoes, or no goddamn cane field, no sugar canes. You know nothing about that shit. So stop lying. Stop the bullet clock lying.
That lets you know. Right.
Or no tobacco like
not right with the story with the slavery. And that lets you know something not right with the slavery. How are they how were they, what's the name? How did they, we already knew about all that. Why they didn't teach us? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was good, but they was coming over here to get a part of the pie, man. They wanted a piece of the pie. They didn't want. They wanted to. Okay, we trading with these people. Okay, hold on. What? What they got? Oh no. We need a part of that. Nah, we don't want to just trade with these motherfuckers. We want to take that shit over. We need to be a part. We need to. Matter of fact, we need to control and distribute that. See, people don't tell. Ain't telling the whole story. Nationalities, different, you know what I mean? Different groups, different companies and shit. Border system. But these ones decided to monopolize, as you see they do now, Frank. They monopolize on the music industry, they monopolize on the haircut industry.
This is crazy, Chak.
Stolen patents, copyright, stolen identity, massive stolen identity, massive wealth theft. Come on, man.
Yeah, we own.
Nobody know about no goddamn rutabaga. Nobody know about no goddamn. You know what I mean?
We own a gang of banks too, man. What's up? What happened with that? I'm sorry.
That's a great question. Somebody need to tell that history, man. Somebody that look like, you know what I'm saying, need to tell their history. But see, there's been a ethnic cleansing thing going on, genocide going on. So they've been, I have to say, they've successfully been getting rid of some of the older people, the generation of people that can tell these stories, these oral stories, and getting rid of them. That's why they rewrite. That's why they rewrite shit. They mix and remaster. You thought that was just in the hip hop music industry. No, they mixed and remastered.
Exactly what they're doing.
Do nothing. You ain't bought nothing. We kick your building down. We'll burn your building down. Burn your neighborhood down. Rebuild them in our likeness. Put our stamp on it. Put our giant, our signature on it. It's just like plagiarism. You steal your work, take your name off of it, and put my signature on it.
Ain't that something?
Profit off of it.
Ain't that something?
Right. Now, I ain't saying they didn't get good at being, mass producers, because they did. They learned how to be good at mass producing, building companies and empires. But they did that on the back end. They did that off, and that's why people keep telling us about violence and shit. Man, come on, man. They did this shit off violence, dude. They didn't do this shit off no common. That shit was off violence.
Right.
They built it off violence, man. Hate, anger, and violence. Come on, man. Stop. Stop. But they tell us to be nonviolent.
That shit work like a motherfucker, man.
Boy, big time.
You know,
they tell us we don't have the right to be angry. Oh, you black man can't be angry. Black woman can't be angry. No, we actually have a reason to be angry. It's not an excuse, but there is a reason. And there's a reason for the anger. And we allow we allowed to be angry just like they. Like when they get angry, what they do?
Man, you ain't bullshit.
They get violent. When they get angry, they get violent. Well, damn, you know, I would say they never stop being violent. They just know how to mask their violence and anger now. It's controlled. Because guess what? I think if you put poison in my water, my food, and give it to me in doses, small doses, I think that's a part of anger and violence.
Right.
And hate. But see, we.
Damn, dude.
They overriding us with a lot of shit. They bombard us with a lot of shit. So there's a lot of angles that you can't catch. You know.
And that that and the distractions, you're right. There's so much shit to take in. You can only take a certain shit at a time, certain amounts of shit. That's true.
I just sent you a link. If you can, you can't play. So you can't play YouTube links on your Instagram links, can you?
Yeah, I think I could. Hold on.
I sent you one with the chicks were talking about all the products, like the products that women and stuff use, and they just put on their bodies.
Hold on. I was just not playing. Damn, and that type of shit could cause cancer and all that, huh? That's what you say. I know, man.
Think about it, Frank. We do it so frequently. We do it so with ease, like it ain't nothing. Like from our head to our toes, our women heavily do it. The men getting into it now with their accessory, you know, want to look good, want to be more sexy than the women. But the women do it so much, so like it's first nature, man. From the hair all the way down to their feet, their toenails. They got acrylic nail polish on their toes. They got chemicals that the nail polish on their hands and feet. The glue, the dye that's in the hair. They dye their hair. They use to put on their hair. The hair.
Hold on, you know what? Hold up. Well, send it again. I don't know why. That's weird. I just got something from UFOs from you or something. That's all I got.
You got something from who?
From you. It's some talking about like some UFOs and something.
Yeah, that's one, but it should be one before that. Or two. One or two.
Send it again, so I'm gonna play. I want to play it, but I'm curious. Actually, gotta be curious.
Yeah, I don't know how to send them on my phone. I don't know.
Or maybe you think you might be on YouTube. Maybe I can try to check it on YouTube. You think?
Yeah, check on YouTube because the white ladies they was talking about. See, when we bring it, and this is what gets me a little warm under the collar because, okay, I may not be a scientist, I may not be, but if I bring this stuff up and talk about it, our women, people look at us like we crazy. But when the white people bring it up, it's validated. See what I'm saying? They bring it up and talk about it, it's validated. So we devalue ourselves when we don't allow each other to be as great thinkers, philosophers, scientists, you know. Inventors.
I see what you're saying. All right, let me see. So what's the name of the what's the name?
Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Hold on. Yeah, let me see if I can send it from my other phone.
I'm low-key curious, man.
I got the heat kicking in it, boy. What's the temp? Where you at, Frank?
It's like damn, how many degrees is that? Probably, I think like the upper 50s. I've been like in the 40s out here lately though. I've been closing them over. What about out there where you at?
Yeah, it's like shit, 30 something, man. 38, 39.
I remember when I went out there on a layover flight one time out there to Dallas Fort Worth to the airport. Man, it was hot as a motherfucker out there when I went. I went in like August. It was hot.
Oh
Humid.
yeah. It was hot.
Like, damn. Humid time. Mm-hmm.
We had started getting hot. Like shit, it started getting hot. In 2022, it started getting hot, man. It was hot. We was like in the hundreds, nigga, back up in the motherfucking shit, like early May. Yeah.
It's a different type of hot too. It's like kind of like Alabama, like almost like it was hot though. It was like a humid. All right, so you know what? Maybe what's homegirl's name on there?
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Okay, you still trying to look for it.
Is the Old Testament written in Hebrew, taught it at
I know, I sent you that one too. Oh, what the heck I sent it to then? I might send it into your other Facebook. Damn. Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah, man. But you know, I've been hearing about stuff like that since I was a kid. You know, from back in the day about the chemicals and the hair, the lye, and all that stuff. You know.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Hold on, let me see what I sent it to you. I don't know how to send it. I don't know what profile I sent it to. Oh, damn, it's gonna send it to the Facebook. I got the Facebook link. I don't know why I do this sometimes. Let me type it in. See what I'm saying? That gets me too.
Something on your skin and it's in your bloodstream in 30 seconds. And so the first line of our defense, we're spending time in our saunas and we're going to try to get people to do dry skin brushing and whatnot. But what about cutting down stuff?
Okay, did you get that? She wants, oh damn, she look like she wants more east. Did you get that? Did you get that, Frank?
Oh.
Can't see what profile says. Hmm?
You heard that, Shaq?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what happened?
I just played the video. Hey.
No, I ain't hear it. What, you played it?
Hey, hold on. I'll play it again. I wonder what happened. Hold up. Can you hear it? Can you hear it, Jack?
Nope.
Oh, hold on. Duh. Hold up. Hold on. I'm tripping.
Gonna try to get
You hear it now,
people
right?
to do dry skin brushing and whatnot.
There you go, yeah.
Cutting down the amount of poisons you're putting in your poor body. And that should start with your skincare routine. There was a study that said that women, between all their shampoos and body washes and makeups and lotions,
nail polish, and
you know, all that, they said like over 500 chemicals.
yeah. And what really like breaks my heart is like they're doing it to the little girls and they think they're giving them a treat and it's poisoning them and ruining their hormonal systems. The skin is a very, very interesting beast with a lot of emotional context as well that people
And you
go
know,
through.
I don't think people realize that you put something on your skin and it's in your bloodstream like in 30 seconds. And so the first line of our defense, you know, yeah, we're spending time in our saunas and yeah, we're going to try to get people to do dry skin brushing and whatnot. But what about cutting down the amount of poisons you're putting in your poor body? And that should start with your skincare routine. There was a study that said that women, between all their shampoos and body washes and makeups and lotions,
nail polish, and
you know, all that, they said like over 500 chemicals.
yeah. And what really like breaks my heart is like they're doing it to the little girls and they think they're giving them a treat and it's poisoning them and ruining their hormonal systems. The skin.
Damn, dude. Man, the key word, hormonal system.
Right. And you wonder why some of the women, most women, is diagnosed with bipolar or anxiety and what's the other one?
Right.
Multiple personalities.
That's a good point, bro. That's a good ass
Man,
point.
we opted vanity over sanity, man.
Right.
We opted for vanity over sanity. Because I could tell a woman this stuff and she'll look at me like I'm stupid.
Oh, she ain't
like
gonna.
I'm crazy.
She ain't gonna want to hear this.
Mm-mm.
You too smart. You chick. See, when you talk ignorant bullshit to the broad and shit, and tell them what they want to hear, then that's what it is. That's what they want.
Yeah, vanity. We want to we accept vanity over sanity. Oh, and I want to feel good. I want to look good. But the exposure of damaging you and shortening your life. We see these women going around trying to get these BBLs at all costs.
That says a lot
It's
about a
risky.
female to me, though. When a female has a fake ass, that says a lot. I'm like, yeah, man, that says a lot. It says a lot about their self esteem. Because see, it's pointed out when the man is insecure, when he has low self esteem, or whatever the fuck the case is. But when the woman does it, then she just does some shit and gets some surgery, does some shit like that, and some insecure ass shit like that, and people like other women applaud that shit, and society applauds it. It's weird. It's like men don't be getting no plastic surgeries, or we're not doing it. Why are you? I don't know, man. It's just too much, like you said, vanity over sanity. You know, They call the dude ugly, but he has no makeup on though. Interesting. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, all that. I mean, that's a lot of chemicals and stuff they put in their body, man. You know, if you think about it,
right?
Different types. You know, the mood swings, everything. You name it. You know. And then thinking they doing all this while they're pregnant. Ooh.
Multiple personality. You want why this? But I ain't saying that's the only reason. But I'm just thinking. We just thinking out loud right now. Right? We thinking out loud. You know, we're trying to use all our brain waves that we can use. And I'm saying out loud. Sometimes you wonder why some women have multiple personalities. Could that be one of the reasons? Outside of trauma, is that could be a part of trauma. I mean, yeah, trauma, chemical trauma.
Damn. That shit is true. That shit is hella true. You know what I'm saying? That's true as a motherfucker, man. True indeed. And damn, it's crazy too, man, because see, we were I was telling a female before too and shit. I was telling her and shit. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Watch out for the you know, these products and shit, man. Is these, deodorant with the damn aluminum in it and the damn fluoride, the toothpaste with the fluoride in it. And see, they sell the what's the name to women. They sell the beauty products and all that to women, right? You know what I'm saying? That's millions, multi-billion-dollar a year industry. Any damn way. You know what I'm saying? So they can sell them, they sell them chemicals and stuff like that. It's easier to sell to women. You know what I'm saying? And they're making millions and selling them, toxic shit, man. Right? That shit is crazy, bro. Like we don't be getting it, man. We don't, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. It's just like, they got the men and women. They got us both kind of by the balls, man. It's just society, man. And this environment is all messed up. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I can see, people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching Papa Duck the other day and he was even saying, he was like, man, he was like, this environment's not even relationship friendly anymore. He said females don't even cook. Ooh, I'm like, damn, that's true, man. That's so true, dude. Wow. He said the environment is not relationship friendly, bro. As you can see, I've been trying to say shit like that, but I couldn't articulate it like that. That makes so much sense, man. Because social media, it blows these females' heads up, hypes them up. Why would I go talk to some random guy in person and shit? And I got 100,000 motherfuckers hit me up on social media and praising me and shit. Why would I talk to you? I low key think I'm a celebrity now. Ooh,
hood famous, yeah.
Like, dude, you're a normal motherfucker, man. That shit is, man. He's right though. It's not. Females ain't even cooking. They're getting more fast food than you are. Why do men eat cooking more than the women now?
Wow.
What's up?
Ain't so, right?
Role reversal. Role reversal, man. I'm not saying men ain't, cook, and that's not Matt or nothing like that. Or that men haven't been cooking. You know what I'm saying? But come on, bro. You're not cooking. I'm not even talking about no eggs and bacon, bro. Not basic shit like that. I'm not even talking about no sausage. You know what I mean? I'm talking about real deal shit. Real deal meals,
Yeah, could be some beans, Nick. Some greens, some beans.
Something. At least that.
Collard greens, Nick.
At least that, right? Fuck, man.
Damn, baby.
You go on a motherfucking, what's the name? Popeyes and all that. It's not the business all the time, You go into the motherfucking the teriyaki spots, not the business all the time.
Well, you can make the teriyaki at the crib. I mean, get your recipe. I mean, I've made stir fries at the crib. I've made eggplant things with eggplants. I've butternut squash ravioli. I mean, it's boy. There's so many things you can do, Frank. It's ridiculous. Chickpea pasta. I mean, if you want to trying to clean your diet up a little bit, get you some chickpea pasta. You can get spaghetti that's made out of chickpeas. You can get, linguine and all this shit made out of chickpeas and lentils and shit. You can get the same pasta noodles made out of chickpeas and lentils and stuff like that.
Ooh.
A little bit the healthier grains and stuff, and legumes.
Hell yeah.
Make the same dish. You know what I mean? Some of us just don't want to try, man.
But see, you got the influencers, man. There it is. You have something called an influencer, man. There it is. Like, damn, dude, you're an influencer on TikTok, whatever the fuck, or social media, some kind of Instagram, whatever. But it's really Instagram and TikTok, those main two. But it's like, what are you teaching motherfuckers? Nothing. To fucking be an asshole and dance and do stupid little voiceovers and shit and just stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit has no substance, man. We used to say that back in the day when we used to battle rap and shit. No substance. Yeah, your raps ain't got no substance. We used to be like, man, this motherfucker, he ain't got no substance. Same shit, man. These motherfuckers ain't got no substance and shit, man. Let's just keep it real, man. A man's gonna want a certain kind of woman that thinks a certain kind of way too, man. I don't know, man. It's like it can't just be looks, man.
Especially as we get older and grow. I mean, you would think that the woman, will grow with you. Y'all grow as from, minors to teenagers to, adolescents, young adults, mid-age adults, to full mature adults. You think and it ain't subjective to just women because some men, it take us longer to grow into our, and form into the man and ultimate man that we want to be or should be or trying to be. But my thing is just work together to do it. We can do it together. All this separate stuff, man, ain't nobody got nowhere being separate. That's BS. We didn't get in this situation we in with the country being kidnapped, taken over, infiltrated, stolen. No, people's in agreement. Motherfuckers agreed to, do what they wanted to do.
Right. Motherfuckers are grown ass motherfucking people, man. Exactly, man.
So yeah, they had a goal. They stuck to the goal. It was hard as up, but now they won. They definitely winning. I mean, sad to say, they winning. You know what I mean? We got to work together, man. That's another reason why I started my show, because I wanted to work actually on real relations with us, man. Figure out how we work real relations, man. From top bottom, man. From being an employee to somebody that look like us, to being maybe a supervisor to somebody that look like us. Everybody say, "Oh, you got to be a boss. You got to be a boss." Everybody can't be a boss,
man.
Everybody don't have the mentality and the skill set to be a boss. Sometimes people are just workers, man. They ain't nothing wrong with it. Laborers, employees. But that don't mean you have to be a sorry ass employee,
right?
Because it's not your company. You know what I mean?
That's
so you got to build all that back up. We got to build all that, like you said, that morale has to be built up. The mindset, the loyalty, honesty, reasonable,
right?
Respectability, lovable. Can you be lovable? That's what's so excellent. Can you be lovable, man? Being lovable and being all that is being able to respectfully agree to disagree. We may not agree on all things, but that don't mean I have to tear your head with your head off.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't mean I have to kick you to the curb.
Right.
See, all these things we have to repair, have to be repaired, have to be built up, have to be taught. And we definitely have to start with the youth. Because some of the older people stuck in their ways. They ain't gonna change. Motherfuckers ain't gonna change. They stuck. So the only way we can repair it is start giving it those tools.
That makes so
Get
much
that
sense.
tools and work with the youth. Yeah, you got to work with the youth, man. You work with the youth to get them to teach them financial literacy, teach them how to be teamwork, teach them unity, teach them, how to respect each other, how to talk to each other. Like I said, man, these young people, these young singers, they don't. I've had the conversation. My son's 16. I asked him, "What's going on, man? How's how's the relationship between y'all and your class? Your generation, the young girls and the young boys. It's hard. They can't. They have no. They socially awkward. They can't. They don't know how to speak to each other. They don't know how to have a conversation. They say some of them say the young girls are more aggressive than the guys. The guys are socially awkward. They don't know how to speak and hold a conversation. The females don't know how to reciprocate the conversation. And hold it together. So it's like,
Damn.
wow, it's bad, man. It's bad.
That makes sense. You do it to the 30s, 20, 30, some 40-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? And you do it to the kids and shit. That makes sense. You do it to all ages and shit and all generations, and you really make it to where the men and the women are that much more divided, man. We're divided like a motherfucker, though. You can't even approach a woman in person and shit because it's like, oh, why would you? It's awkward. Why would you even be trying to get at me? Like, that's weird to me, man. Back in the day, it wasn't no big deal. Even if a female didn't like you, she still was fucking like the fact that you fucking approach her. Oh shit, I'm flattered, Like, damn. Like, you hold the door open for a female, she mean mugging you. She think there's some kind of ulterior motive or something. Like, damn. I can't just be fucking. My mom and them can just teach me can taught me that. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, hey, man, Frank, like I'm trying to steal your mother goddamn trick or treat bag or something.
Yeah, man, it's like, and I'm like I said out here where I'm at in California, we don't, man, black people don't, so-called black. A lot of them act funny, dude. Some of the dudes, but a lot of the females just weird. It's like, well, I'm out here in Orange County because it's not a bougie out here, but still, you know what I'm saying? When it's not that much of us, you would think that we'd be speaking more. You would think that we'd be, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like almost like motherfuckers is like, oh, just because you black and I'm so-called black and I'm so-called black, don't mean that you can speak to me type shit. That's the vibe I get from it. That's what I get from that shit. Like weird shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. So I just don't want to hear no racism, white supremacy no more, dude. Because we act like that. And I don't want to hear no these females talking about independent. You talking about you being independent? Well, I don't want to hear God, fly you out. I don't want to hear nothing about him, you know what I'm saying, giving you the bag, none of that shit. If you're so independent, just do you then. You know what I'm saying? Just do you, just separate. Like it was like that. You can't be independent and want something from a nigga at the same time. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, Shaq, we crazy, man.
Bipolarness, man.
Damn. Yeah, dude.
Say, oh, you broke. You ain't got no money. Then you get the money. Oh, it ain't about the money. Hold on. You're not finna have fuck my brain up. You're not finna mess with my brain cells a little, huh?
Damn.
You little devil, you're not finna mess with my brain cells up. You gonna tell me it ain't about the money. Then when I ain't really, it don't look like I got the money. You keep me to the curry while you broke me. You blah blah blah. Then when niggas do get money and they use their money, that nigga he ain't nothing without his money. Damn, what? Huh? Hold on. Is I'm stupid or is you goofy?
You ain't never lie. Man, it's a double standard. Biggie, what did Biggie say? Biggie was like, man, honey used to diss me, now they can't. No, honey used to diss me, now they can't forget. No, excuse me, that's Method Man. And How High. Forgive me, yeah. Bitches used to play me, now they can't forgive me. No, that was Redman and How High, that song. That's real, bro. What did Biggie say? Fat, black, and ugly as ever. However, I say Gucci down to the stock. What? I mean, come on, man. It's a different story, right? When I get money. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's a different. You notice that?
Mm-hmm.
It's a different story, man. Man, you know what I'm saying? Man, Shaq, we got a long way to go, man. This is like a show. You feel me? This is like a reality skit, TV skit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but I mean, when you can't approach a woman in person, or when it's just like, no, I don't know how to explain it. You feel what I'm saying? When it's the humility. You know what I'm talking about? That's gone, dude, already, man. You know, because the cop could just shoot you and kill you and shit, and then he's gonna get off. So it's like, damn, dude, like, no human anything, you know, no more. You feel me?
I guess they was walking around like useless eaters.
Damn. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. You know what I'm saying? Damn. He said useless eaters. They don't want us owning, they want us renting. They want, you know what I'm saying, complete control, man. Especially that's gonna come with this money, like digital currency, you know. Biden and them in Canada, we going more and more closer to be merged together. You know, to where it's going to have one currency between us, the three countries. But
So
see,
does that
damn,
mean we get to travel to? I don't know how it even works.
I
I
was
don't
just
even know
about
how
to
that
say
works.
that. I was just about to see. You took the words right out of my mouth. Shit, gang of these motherfuckers come over here and shit. Can we go over to their country in masses like that? That's my question. Millions of these
But
motherfuckers
see,
come over here. Damn, can we go over there? Millions deep.
even the brainwashing is on them. I mean, the people still they people still gravitate to United States mindset to a certain extent. They still look at our society and
Mm.
they still gonna treat you like a nigga. Shit,
Yeah.
because that's what they see.
Mm.
Not all, not all, but I mean, you know,
Mm. That shit bars, though. That
it's
shit
starting
hella.
to get like that. Because we allowing ourselves to keep being in that status, man. Like you gotta, you know what I mean? So people they gonna treat you like, you gotta demand your respect, man. You gotta
Right.
demand.
Mm. That Martian, that's not gonna do it. That ain't gonna cut it. That Martian ain't gonna cut it, man. That shit is not gonna cut it.
Man, you stop the money flow. You stop spending and you
Right.
stop spending, or you know, use your funds and put it to some useful, central location useful. Pull it together. You see, we have to build a relation back up with us, man.
Oh yeah.
So many people are separatists.
Man, you ain't lying.
Yeah, because think about it. If we participated with the people that's looking like us, that's got some things going on, if we participate with them at the level that we do unconsciously with the others, other ethnic groups, other race, we unconsciously spend money with consume other people's products. I mean, because they're around. There's a lot of them around, so that's part of it too. It's convenience, you know. But once again, how did they get to that level? It ain't like we
Mm.
just, you know, wanted to be like that. They forced their way like that. And we at the point now where, okay, we see that it was forced on us. So what are we going to do? Are we continue allow it, because we getting sucked up, man. Boy. I mean, to the fact you can't even explain this to the average black person. They look at you like you goofy. Nigga, I'm finna go get these motherfucking Jordans, nigga. I'm finna go get these damn Louis Vuitton, nigga. Go get this Balenciaga, nigga. F what you talking about. I'm going to Jacob the Jeweler, nigga. F what you talking about.
Yeah, and them shits be expensive as a motherfucker too. Like, see, we know we don't have no wealth. I think subconsciously we know we have no wealth. So, you know, coming and splurging and coming with that expensive bullshit that doesn't mean shit. I think that really is our way of saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I have some kind of money. I have some kind of status. I'm important in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's burned, man. That's just not working with me with that shit, bro. That shit's kind of corny, especially when men do that shit. Especially when men do that shit.
Yeah, I like to be on low key. I don't like to be flashy and super,
Yeah, man. It's just like, especially like you said, as you get older, man. Come on, you got to start maturing, man. It's like, I mean, look nice and you know what I'm saying, have some presentable looking, nice looking shit. You know, brand new shit. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Stepping out with the latest new shit. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, but that shit, you know, I don't know, man. Like buying the latest fucking, you know what I'm saying, the designer $1,000 shoes and all that. That's burn, man. You trying to low key, like that's your way of saying you trying to compete with the next man too in a way, and like trying to appear important, but then you're trying to low key like try to, you know what I'm saying, stun on other dudes and shit like that. That shit is burn.
Hey, we just having a conversation. I'm not hating, we ain't hating, we just speaking, right? And I was thinking when you just said that, and Shannon Sharp, when he you know, when he got outside his character at the game, the Memphis Lakers game the other night, allegedly he had on a sweater, designer sweater, I guess, that was worth $3,000. I mean, I'm not hating. I mean, hey, you got the money to do your thing, but wow, you came a long way from just being able to, you know, wear a ugly sweater or a Christmas sweater on. Was it Azad? What was a popular sweater back in the day? Azad, and that was kind of expensive.
Oh yeah,
you had an Azad, nigga. You was, you know what I mean? You thought you was doing something.
You ain't never
You
lied.
came a long way, huh?
Hey,
Coogee?
Yep, Coogee. Oh man, you ain't lying. But even I mean, I could take it back to cross color back in the day, man. That shit was expensive. That shit was dope. That was the hottest lady shit too, though. Certain people couldn't afford cross color, you know that shit. Telling you, man. Hill figure back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Nautica,
Nautica,
Polo, still, you know.
Polo, yeah. Ralph Lauren, yeah. Ralph Lauren, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not hating nobody to do it. You can do it. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. But like I said, once again, Frank, we do it at a level where it's like excessive. It's almost like a, you know, like an addict. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then you say, well, ain't no black old man. No, where it is, people doing it. Well, why don't you support them? Why don't you make that shit? Because like I said, friend, we are the currency at the end of the day. We are the currency. So if you ain't spending money on it, then guess what? There ain't no value. So sometimes we do put the value on a lot of things because we spend money, we participate with it.
Right.
We consume. We are consumers. We participate. We focus that energy and participate on things that, you know, certain people that look like us or come from us, you know. We got social media, you know, and I got to salute the people that are trying to do their own thing and, you know, trying to build their own little companies and clothing companies and, you know, tech companies and, you know, people that's got their own restaurant, man. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
I try to support. Yeah, I try to support when I get a chance.
You said child support? Oh, dude. But see, the judges are in
No,
on that.
yeah, that's Yeah, I say child support, but I say I try to support
Oh, my bad, my bad.
black women. Yeah, that child support ain't no joke either, Frank. That oof.
You already know who got they got the judges got ends on that. You know what I'm saying? They got ends on that. That's why it is the way it is, and that's why they do that. And that's why they go hard, and the females damn near 90% of the time win all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about getting your balls bust.
Yeah, they get kicked. But these judges, man, are crooked. That's crooked if you ask me. That's some kind of racket if you ask me. So you're basically throwing you're throwing that's like a form of like throwing a judgment. You feel me? Like rigging a judgment and shit. Like,
man, it's keeping you just
you feel
kick
what I'm
me in my
saying?
balls.
You rigged the judgment so I could lose and shit, so you could get skim off the top and get the money. You know, some of the money that the broad is gonna get. That's burned. So you and the broad. That's like a non-agree. That's like a that's a non-verbal contract, right? Or it's a verbal contract right there. You know, y'all fucking got a little contract, or I guess non-verbal contract that y'all got right there in a way. Like, you know, you and the girl and the judge got an understanding. You know what I'm saying? That shit's weird if you think about it, man.
That's why we got to teach the young men how to be smarter, man. Got to move. We got to figure out how to move smart because, like I say, the system was just say the. I ain't gonna say the system. I want to say people who set up the system.
Right.
It wasn't meant for you to win. Us so-called black folks, the way it is. I mean, you got some black folks that know how to, you know, participate, and get what they need to get out of it. You know, it is what it is. But they try to use that small group of people, black folks, that nah, you can't use that small group as a measuring stick. Nah, stop.
I know. You see how these motherfuckers play the game, man? These motherfuckers play to win, though, Shaq. You know, and they would, man. That's the thing, man. We're not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to come together, man, on some like, because this the clock is ticking, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, they coming with the digital currency. They coming with the merging these countries, and they're coming. You know what I'm saying? That's the new world order, man. I forgot to say that earlier. But that's basically that's what that is. That's the new world order right there. You merging countries and shit. Then you know that's the American Union. I don't know why I didn't say this earlier. I forgot. So that's the American Union. What's the name? The African already has Africa has a union. African Union. The motherfucking Asian has a union. The Asian Union. We all know the European Union before. You feel me? You see what I'm saying, Shaq? That's the new world order. When they all come together, bam, there it is. One world, one country. I mean, one world, one currency, one all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Oh, well, Frank, I done got looking sleepy on you, dog.
Word. Hey, man, Shaq, thanks for coming through, man. Hey, man, drop your information, man. You know what I'm saying? That's real, man.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate it, Frank, man. I be wanting to tap in on your Wednesdays, man. In front, I be forgetting, man. And yeah. So I'm trying to put a reminder. I be wanting to tap in on you on these Wednesday nights. Shit, I just sometimes I be knocked out.
No, it's all
Then
good,
I
man.
end up waking up about this time, and I'm like, damn, Frank went live.
You 2 hours ahead of me, man. It's all good, you know.
Yeah. No, they can check me, man, at Shaq _ Edwards on Instagram, and Shaq Waller on YouTube, and Shaq Edwards on Facebook. Get at me, you know what I mean? I be, sharing and posting, liking and stuff, hashtagging. One of my new hashtags is all hands on deck, and hashtag Black Families Matter.
Yeah.
Those are the, so I'm mostly going to see me hashtagging a lot of that.
That's real shit. I can respect that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Got to put the energy out there, man. We put a lot of energy, you know, we participate in, like you say, we talk about humanity. So we gotta put a lot of stuff out there, man. You know, you gotta talk to the universe, man. Talk to the, you know, you speak, like you said, speak that energy out there, man, you know.
You ain't never lied.
You gotta put it out there. Let the universe know that you're trying to manifest. You know what I mean? That's why it's good we had these conversations. We talk publicly on these conversations, and we ain't scared. We ain't hiding behind. You know, we ain't sitting back and saying, "Man, that's why I got to salute y'all for getting up on y'all platform and starting and turn the camera on, man, because you don't ever know who you're gonna spark. You know what I mean? Even if it's one person that you might have sparked, you might have, you know, might have been therapy for them. These are therapy sessions too, man.
That's
People
real.
need them. You know what I mean? So, like I keep saying, don't let nobody black. I know another one is black. Black media matter. You know what I mean? I know we use that word black, but hey, you know, we gotta yeah.
You right. Appreciate it. You know.
Yeah, Frank, man, get up with you, dog, man. Take it easy, man. Be safe out there, man. In Cali, dog.
Word, appreciate it. Man. You too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Down.
You out there in that state where, you know what I'm saying, anybody can pack, so you gotta be careful too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. I try to speak, man, but I try to be vigilant of what the situation is, man. Motherfuckers ain't the energy off, man. I keep it pushing.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
Word.
All
Man.
right, Frankie. I get it with you, man. Peace.
All right, Chak. Good looking out for coming on. Word.
All right.
Peace, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah. So I'm about to get off this bad boy, man. I've been on here for, man, almost 3.5 hours in this motherfucker, man. So salute to y'all, man, for coming on this motherfucker, man. I'll just be talking about the real topics, man. I try not to talk about the bullshit and the gossip too much, man. But stuff, you know what I'm saying, world events that's gonna change our lives, man, sooner or later, man. That's what I try to tap in on. So I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, man. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to this motherfucker, share it out to y'all social media. And yeah, man. So I'm trying to do one, if not Saturday, Sunday, or something like that. And I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay up, you know what I mean, and stay vigilant, man. Stay aware, stay alert. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.